our probably final Hurricane Milton live stream, and this will be the Landfall live stream. We are expecting a lot of crazy stuff over the next few hours, as the eye of Hurricane Milton is currently about 75 miles offshore and is expected to make landfall within the next 4 to 5 hours here on the west coast of Florida. There's a lot of stuff happening, including Milton, the hurricane itself. We've had a tornado outbreak ongoing all day today. We were live for it for 6 hours, and there's still ongoing tornado warnings, and we even have a PDS tornado warning just to the west of West Palm Beach. But this hurricane continues to, again, just be very intense, and there's also a big change that we think is happening right now with where this is going to be making landfall. The latest National Hurricane Center outlook has just come out. We're going to be discussing that here over the next few minutes. But one thing I want to jump into right off the bat is that they have gone ahead and made this so it is still a Category 3 hurricane. The maximum sustained winds are now down to 120 miles per hour. So it continues to weaken as it approaches landfall, but it is still a very intense hurricane. Here's the change that we think is happening right now. There has been a bit of a wobble to the north over the last couple of hours, and if that wobble is not corrected, we could end up seeing landfall a little bit further off to the north, maybe near Bradenton or Sarasota. There is at least some wobble to the north, so that's something that we're keeping a very close eye on. The eye right now is right here. It is currently moving more to the northeast still, but it is expected to start to turn more to the east. So right now, Hurricane Milton is a Category 3 hurricane and is expected to make landfall within the next few hours as this approaches the west coast of Florida, just south of Tampa, and then back over again near Sarasota or Bradenton is the likely landfall position with the latest data in terms of the wobble. Now, here's the other thing. We are, again, seeing already significant impacts. You can see at the bottom right of your screen, storm surge is really ramping up, and we have several live cameras on the Radar Omega app. Those are the Project Mesovorts, and if you're a subscriber inside the app, you'll have access to watching these upon landfall. And we are going to go ahead and jump right into the first one in Port Charlotte, Florida. If you guys have been watching our streams throughout the day today, this particular camera had significant, or didn't really have any storm surge earlier. The water was back before this, this little fence here on the right side of your screen. Now the water is really surging. It is reaching now the trees. And again, this is in Port Charlotte. This is in the Charlotte Harbor. So storm surge is really beginning to become a problem here in the Port Charlotte area. And this is all going to be flooded over in about 2 hours, I think. So we are going to see this completely different in 2 hours. So again, this is going to get really crazy. Back over in Englewood, Florida, we are also starting to see the water rise. Again, we haven't seen it yet get up to this little, I don't even know what you call this, little shelter spot or something on the beach. Whatever it is, it has not yet gotten up to that point, but it will be in a couple of hours. So in about 2 hours, maybe sooner, I think this water will be all the way up, probably to at least the beginning, like maybe a foot above, maybe, the ground level at this like little outpost thing that they have here. So that's going to be something else that we have to watch for closely. In Venice, Florida, the wind is picking up, the waves are getting larger, and the storm surge is going to really ramp up over the next couple of hours. I don't know who these people are, but they are out here at the beach. I'm not sure if those are chasers or they are residents. I have no clue, but there are people apparently at this beach right now. There's 3 of them. They kind of look like security guards for some reason. I don't know why they would be out there, though. But that's back over in Venice, Florida. Further to the north in Osprey, Florida, look at this water rising now. This is actually a new camera. We didn't have this before. But the water is obviously rising here. And again, all that water is being pushed in by the winds that are coming out of the southwest and west just offshore. So all that water is just going to push into this area, and it's also going to flood here probably in a couple of hours. There's actually a sailboat that's out here as well that's just sitting out here in the river, which is pretty interesting. But that's over in Osprey, Florida, as of right now. And then Siesta Key, Florida, it has begun to flood. We've already seen some flooding here right on the roadway. We haven't really seen it get that high yet, but there has at least been some flooding from the rain that we've already seen. And then eventually, again, the storm surge is going to really ramp up here. Lots of debris again from Hurricane Helene only a couple of weeks ago. So we are going to see some major impacts, I think, in Siesta Key, Florida. Back over in Anna Marie Island, Florida, the wave heights and as well as the water is also beginning to rise here. You'll notice the waves are getting larger, and we are also starting to see it crash along the rocks here. This pier will probably end up being flooded over in a couple of hours. So we're probably not going to really see much of this pier in about 2 to 3 hours from now, as long as the hurricane makes landfall relatively close to that point. Mitchell Beach, Florida is much further to the north. This is back over near Clearwater, Florida. This particular area is not expecting like anything like major, but I do think the water is going to get over these rocks and probably into the parking lot. Storm surge in this particular part of Florida is currently forecasted to be 6 to 9 feet. So that's the latest in terms of the peak storm surge there. And then all the way back up near Palm Harbor, Florida, this is what it looks like up there right now. Calm for now, probably will get a little bit crazier later this evening. And we do have a new, actually, this is a new forecast. The National Hurricane Center just released their new storm surge forecast, and that purple area between Anna Maria Island and Boca Grande is currently expecting between 9 to 13 feet of storm surge tonight. We are already seeing that in real time. It is going to really ramp up over the next couple of hours. Charlotte Harbor expecting 8 to 12 feet of storm surge. The Tampa Bay area has thankfully decreased in terms of the peak storm surge at 6 to 9 feet now. Still catastrophic, but not nearly as catastrophic as what this could have been for the Tampa Bay area. Up and down the east coast of Florida, we are also expecting some pretty significant storm surge as well, anywhere from 3 to 5 feet. A lot of that will be happening tonight into tomorrow. Now, the latest cone of uncertainty and as well as the track and intensity has just come out from the National Hurricane Center. Again, they are expecting landfall here in the next few hours. We are going to have a much earlier landfall than initially anticipated. We are expecting landfall here in western Florida within really basically the next 3 or 4 hours. Like, this is a much earlier landfall than we thought would happen. Initially, we thought this might be closer to midnight. It looks like it's going to be closer to 9 p.m. for landfall, meaning that the most significant impacts are actually going to begin now and run all the way probably through about midnight tonight on the west coast of Florida. And then the threat will start to move inland across parts of central Florida. But again, this eye is getting awfully close to landfall. We have our very own Connor Croft also back over in Bradenton, Florida right now. He will be on our screen here pretty soon. He is currently going to be intercepting the eye wall. The eye wall is getting pretty close to actually hitting that part of Florida. So the winds are really going to start to ramp up here pretty soon as this approaches Bradenton and Sarasota, Florida. Now, there's also another threat to what we've been talking about, and that is the tornado risk. We have several tornado warnings right now still ongoing, and we even have one back up near Orlando, Florida right now, which I'm not seeing really a whole lot of rotation up on this one. Let's check the short-term velocities. Yeah, not a whole lot of rotation, but Orlando is in a tornado warning, so if you're in that warning, seek shelter away from windows and on the lowest floor possible. And then we still have 2 tornado warnings all the way back over here on the east coast of Florida. Port St. Lucie continues to be the main target, it seems like, for tornado warnings this afternoon. We have a strong couplet of rotation that is actually located back over near Fort Pierce. That's moving right along I-95, moving towards Lakewood Park. And then we also have a strong area of rotation just to the east of Indiantown, Florida, and that is currently on track to go in the direction of I-95, Stewart, and Port St. Lucie, Florida. Port St. Lucie, Florida has been under, I think, like 7 or 8 different tornado warnings today. It has been quite literally unbelievable. So, again, if you're in any of these tornado warnings, make sure that you are in your safe place. In addition to that, we also have a tornado warning back over west of Riviera Beach. And this is actually a particularly dangerous situation. This is a large and strong tornado that has been on the ground near Westlake, Florida. Velocities are very tight right here near 809 on the terminal radar site. Again, this is currently moving off to the north. So if you are in this warning, make sure that you are seeking shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible, and in an interior room of your home or building. We are going to go ahead and go full cam to Connor Croft, who is right along the water right now. So this is back over near Bradenton, Florida. Yep, this is one of the areas that's going to see significant impacts. We'll see in a little bit. So let's listen into him here for a moment, as he is right near the water right now.
Yeah, I guess the water's coming in that way too. So yeah,
poor Garrett.
Poor Garrett.
Who's this? You know?
Hey, how's it going? Oh, you're just checking her out? Yeah, you live here? Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yes, Connor and Freddie are chasing together. They're in the same car. You can see the wave heights are getting pretty high right now.
Well, because this water, I mean, it might come up pretty far, so.
But they're right, like, I'll show you on the bottom right of your screen. They're literally right on, like, a river in Bradenton.
We came all the way down here for this.
The waves are obviously getting pretty high. The storm surge is going to become a problem here soon.
Nebraska and Indiana.
This particular area, I think, will be upwards of, like, 9 to 10 feet of storm surge when this is all said and done.
We're thinking about maybe going up to that parking garage there.
Yeah, I live 27 feet elevation.
And, like, oh, shoot, well, you'll be good.
Yeah.
Is that back in town somewhere?
It's like that way, like 15 minutes.
15 minutes, I got you. Well, you'll be safe.
Back to, let's go full cam. Let's full cam that storm surge. Never mind.
This is an emergency alert. A large and strong tornado is on the ground. Seek shelter immediately.
That is not good. This is a very populated area. Oh, man, guys, we got a huge tornado on the ground. Huge tornado on the ground near I-95. This is moving towards Lakewood Park, St. Lucie Village, and Vero Beach. You've got to get underground if you can. Get to your storm shelter, basement, closet, or bathroom. This is a large and extremely dangerous tornado. This is the worst tornado we've seen today. This is back over just east of, it's on 95 on the north side. It's on the west side of Fort Pierce. It's heading towards Lakewood Park. This is a massive tornado, guys. Huge debris signature. right over I-95. You've got to be in your safe place, get underground if you can, get away from windows, get on the lowest floor possible.
This is an emergency
a
alert.
huge tornado.
A large and strong tornado
there is also a new PDS tornado warning for those now
immediately.
in just west of Riviera Beach near 710 near Delta. You need to seek shelter if you're in that warning. But guys, we got a huge tornado right now near 95. That is going to be, we just saw a power flash on one of our cameras. This is a camera from FDOT. This is live right near this tornado that's on the ground. I'm not sure what the flashes are. I think they're power flashes, or whatever they are. Looks like it. Or either that or the camera's glitching out, but the wind is picking up here. The tornado is in very close proximity to this camera, but this is a huge tornado that is currently in progress, again, near 95. It's just to the west of Sunling Gardens. You need to be underground if you can. This is a extremely dangerous tornado. I'm not trying to be dramatic here, but this is a huge tornado. Like, there's no other way to put it, guys. Got to be in your safe place. It's really bad. Oh, there's a shot of this tornado. Look at this. This is a shot of the tornado. Top right of your screen. You can see it. Huge tornado. Top right of your screen. Top right of your screen right there. That's the tornado. It is a huge tornado ripping right through the west side of Fort Pierce, west of Vero Beach. It is a huge tornado. That's pretty much a wedge. That is live. This is from the Turnpike camera. That is a huge tornado right now near Fort Pierce. Camera might have just gone out too. This is a huge tornado. This is where the tornado is too. This is like kind of inside of where the tornado is. There are cars pulled over. There are cars pulled over right now. This tornado is like next to this camera. Oh god, we're gonna have this is a big tornado. Right side, it's gonna be at the top right of your screen on this camera in a moment. There's a lot of different traffic cameras. Let me go back to this one. And very top of your screen, that's the tornado. This is again just west of Fort Pierce on I-95. It is a monster tornado here in Florida. This is the worst tornado that we've witnessed today so far. This is going north. Yes, this is a northbound moving tornado. It's gonna be heading towards the Vero Beach area. That is a huge tornado. There are going to be so many lives impacted.
This is an emergency alert.
And it's an observed tornado as well. They just upgraded to observed.
Seek shelter immediately.
Try to see if there's any other views here along the route here. This is the only one that we got that's clear. There's a lot of people in this warning. This is a large and extremely dangerous tornado right now. You've got to be underground if you can. I know there's not really any basements in Florida, but this is a huge tornado. It's approaching Lakewood Park and Vero Beach, Florida. West of Fort Pierce is where this tornado is currently located. The camera keeps going out. I don't think we're getting any new signal there. Oh my god. That is a monster tornado. This is a debris signature. That is not rain. That is all debris that is being lifted up over Lakewood Park, Florida. Or Lakewood Park. There's another Lakewood Park here. But this is going to be approaching the very populated area of Lakewood Park, Florida. You need to be in your safe place. We got another view of this tornado. Let's give it a second to load. That's the tornado right there. This is a monster tornado going right towards Lakewood Park, Florida. This is all, again, live. This is not a video. This is live. Huge tornado. And it looks like we have something else on the backside here. What is that? It's like another, maybe small rope tornado trying to develop there. There's a huge wedge tornado right now moving into Lakewood Park, Florida. This could go tornado emergency. Oh my goodness. If you know any friends or family in this warning, you need to make sure you let them know. This is, again, St. Lucie County and Indian River County, Florida. Hey, Tucker, post this screenshot, by the way. Screenshot this and post it. If there's a camera up ahead that has a better view of this, let me know in the chat. Looks like twin tornadoes. I think that's another one that just dropped there. This will probably go tornado emergency. This is a huge tornado. We're on 134, by the way, mile marker. Mile marker 134 and I-95 is the view of this. That is, again, a huge tornado on the left side of your screen. It is becoming more rain-wrapped. You can still see it. Again, it's right there. That is your wedge tornado. You can make it out with the edges there. That is a huge tornado on the left side of your screen. Just got word that Cam 158 has a view. Guys, again, this is a huge tornado right now moving into Lakewood Park, Florida. You've got to be in your safe place. Get away from windows. Get on the lowest floor possible. Get into an interior room of your home or building. This is a monster of a tornado right now moving through this area. Trying to get a camera up. Oh my god, guys. This is one of the worst tornadoes that I think I've ever seen in Florida. I mean, like, this debris signature is massive. It is very deep as well. There are homes and buildings probably being destroyed by this tornado right now. That is it. That's hitting so many homes right now. So many homes are being hit by this tornado. It is huge. The debris signature is still huge. It is being picked up again by radar.
This is an
This
urgent
again
alert.
moving towards
A
Vero
tornado
Beach, and to make
is on
things
the ground.
worse,
Seek
the
shelter
tornado
immediately.
warned cell down here near I-95 going towards Port St. Lucie has just gone observed. So now that is a confirmed tornado. I'm trying to get the cameras back up. They're all... None of them are loading right now. It's a huge tornado. There is a camera, but it's not looking at it. If there are there any other cameras that you guys know of that's looking at this? You guys know, let me know in the chat. If you guys got a camera number on the Turnpike or I-95, let me know. For those that are just tuning in, we just witnessed, I mean, it's still ongoing, but it's a huge tornado that is currently moving through Lakewood Park, Florida. This is an extremely dangerous situation. I am surprised this has not gone tornado emergency. This is the most... this is going through... This is going to go through Vero Beach. Like, there are a ton of people that live in Vero Beach. That is a... I'm going to measure this. I mean, the debris field is huge. It's like 2.5 miles wide almost for the debris field. Somebody have a huge tornado? I just heard huge tornado on one of my camera, my chasers. I might have just been reacting to this. I'm trying to get 158, guys. It is not loading, though. It's taking forever. The cameras are really slow to load. Alright, I got the camera up. This is 158. The tornado should come in the shot here in a second. Top right of your screen. Top right of your screen is going to be the tornado. This thing, again, is huge right now, moving towards Vero Beach, Florida. That is a huge tornado. You can see the edge of it. My goodness. The camera went out at the very end.
A new tornado
How is this not a
warning
tornado
has been
emergency?
issued.
You can see it at the edge there. We're about to get a new radar scan. This, I'm seeing people talking about this on other places too. This is... It's not even just this, by the way. We also have a tornado warning down here that's also a particularly dangerous situation, but this one is impacting so many lives right now, and it is a massive tornado. Look at the debris signature. That is all buildings and homes that are being heavily damaged, to say the least, by this tornado in Lakewood Park. This is not a small tornado. We've had views of this tornado. It is literally probably half a mile wide. It's huge. Anybody else have any other cameras that might have it? And this is going to, again, go through right through Vero Beach. If you know any friends or family in Vero Beach, you need to tell them that the magnitude of this situation is huge. This is, again, a monster tornado. This is not small. This is a big-time tornado right now that's going towards Vero Beach. This is one of the biggest... I've covered Florida for, years in terms of other streams, not just this one. This is the largest tornado that I've seen on radar in Florida. And also in person, like, or on camera. 133? Okay. Gonna take a second to pull up. Again, what you're looking at is a large and extremely dangerous tornado in the, again, that blue and almost see-through correlation coefficient. That is a substantial tornado that is impacting Lakewood Park and is going to eventually hit Vero Beach, Florida. This does not look like it's really weakening. So, south side of Vero Beach is about to take a big hit from this tornado. You know, any friends or family, please tell them, share this with them. Why are the cameras on the Florida site never loading? They like freeze.
This is an emergency alert. A large and strong tornado is on the ground. Seek shelter immediately.
Alright, this is still a particularly dangerous situation. Tornado warning again in the pink polygon. They've just updated the warning. It is still a large and extremely dangerous tornado. This is, again, a huge tornado moving north at about 35 miles per hour. It is moving towards Vero Beach, Florida. It'll eventually go towards Indian Shores. So if you are in this warning, you need to seek shelter. This is another live shot. This is the 133 camera. Smile marker 133. I don't see anything on this one, but this is where the tornado would be. It would be on the right side. Is there a different camera, or is it just 133? I don't know how this isn't a tornado emergency, to be honest. I don't. This is impacting a ton of people, too. That camera just went down. I do think a lot of the cameras are losing power right now. I mean, this is probably knocking out power for everybody over here. We're gonna have another radar scan in a second. Oh man, this is now hitting Florida Ridge and Oslo, and it is again a monster tornado. It's near 20th Avenue Southwest and 17th Lane Southwest. This is awful. This is just awful. It is hitting that again. It's not rain. That is debris. That is all debris being wafted up into the atmosphere. This tornado, from what we've seen,
this is an urgent
huge.
Alert. A tornado is on the ground.
And Martin County now has a confirmed tornado on the ground. I think it's this one. Yeah, all right. So we have another confirmed tornado heading towards Tequista, Hope Sound, Jupiter Island, and Gomez and Frutia. Same thing goes over here. We have a tornado on the ground. All right. We have another tornado on the ground right here near 76. Moving towards, it's going to be crossing the turnpike here in a moment. It is moving towards the west side of Stewart. Here's a video from moments ago. I just want to show you guys again. This is the tornado that we're dealing with back up near Vero Beach. So that was moments ago on the live camera. The live cameras all across this area have gone out, it looks like. This was the last visual that we had of this tornado, and it was at its early stages. So that is the size of it. Again, it's hard to see, but that's the size of this tornado. It is huge. It is a large cone tornado, potentially even a wedge that's moving through just south of Vero Beach, Florida. But that was the last view that we had of this tornado. And we have another tornado now on the ground near 76, north of Interstate 95. That is currently happening as well. We might get a live view on that one. If anybody finds cameras down there that have a view, let me know. There is a debris signature here as well. That's currently moving to the north. This is the one of the. I've got to say, this is like the biggest tornado that I've ever seen in Florida. Huge debris signature moving right into Vero Beach, Florida. If you have any friends or family that are inside of this pink polygon, that is Vero Beach, Indian River Shores, Sebastian, Lakewood Park. Give them a call, give them a text. At least make sure that they're okay. And also, if they don't know about this, you know, let them know. There's a lot of people in this warning. I don't know what the exact population number is, but there's a lot. The tornado just directly hit Lakewood Park in Florida Ridge from this likely violent tornado. This is, again, an extremely dangerous situation near South Beach. The This is, again, a major tornado. The debris ball is over 2 miles wide. And Noah Berggren, who's a local Fox 35 meteorologist in Orlando, thinks that this is at least an EF2 or EF3 tornado, and I would agree. Like, the debris signature that we are seeing and the amount of homes that are being hit by this is major. Again, this is going to be going right through the south side of Vero Beach. I think pretty sure there's like a Disney resort over here, too. I don't know where that is, but this might be in the track of this, too. I know they're in the warning for sure. I just don't know where they are. Here's the latest radar scan. And we still have a big tornado on the east. It's going to be on the southeast side of Vero Beach. Still a big debris signature right now. That is going to be approaching Vero Beach, Rio Mar, and near South Beach here in Florida. So again, that's still your tornado. That is a debris signature. It's on now the southeast side of Vero Beach. You'll be in your safe place if you are in this warning. Somebody said 131.6. Is that the turnpike, or are we talking about somewhere else? I think I found it. We're talking about Turnpike. If we're talking about Turnpike, I'm pulling it up. There is a tornado in progress back over just south of Port St. Lucie. This is another visual. This is the one back down on the south side of Port St. Lucie. Right side of your screen. This is 131.6 on the Turnpike. Looks like that would be another lowering. This camera has also gone out. I'm not seeing as clear of a debris signature on this one anymore, but the tornado would be right over the turnpike. It's going to be approaching Port St. Lucie very shortly. Oh, we actually have a view, it looks like. So on the Port St. Lucie one, I think right side of your screen is the tornado. It's a bit blurry. That's likely a tornado from this particular storm that's just south of Port St. Lucie. Yeah, that's a tornado. You can see the debris. And that camera also went out. I think every camera's going out.
This is an urgent alert.
All right, we have another confirmed tornado warning. That's for Martin and St. Lucie counties in Florida. That is Fort Pierce, White City, Port St. Lucie, North River Shores, all included in this brand new tornado warning. This is another confirmed tornado that is on the ground. If you are in this pink polygon, you've got to get underground if you can. I know there's no basements, but just whatever is your safest place to get to. You get underground, safe place, interior room of your own building, away from windows. This is again a tornado that is in progress. We just had live view of it. You need to be in your safe place if you're in the warning. This is a confirmed tornado and has been observed. And this is the tornado that we're talking about. I'm not sure if this is looping. I think it's just looping, but that's the tornado that we're talking about. Crossed over the turnpike a few moments ago. Also getting emails of... If you guys have any photos, by the way, please at me on Twitter. Do not email me, because I'm not going to be checking emails. Just letting you guys know. Either that or message me on Discord. One of the two. Any videos or photos. Photos and videos, please at me on Twitter. At MaxVelocityWX. Here's the latest scan. We still have a tornado in progress. This is actually probably just turned into a water spout. The particularly dangerous situation. This likely just turned into a water spout and is now crossing into the bay here. So this is actually going to be going towards the resorts. That's going to be going towards the resorts. Well, this is 156. This is a view of the tornado from earlier. That's the tornado at the top right of your screen. That was earlier. That's when it began. That was near the beginning process. That was the tornado. Again, it was large. And it has been large. And it's still on the ground. 116 east. What's 116? Is that Turnpike? Found 117. .1.
This is an emergency alert. A large and strong tornado is on the ground. Seek shelter immediately.
Indian River County has now a new particularly dangerous situation tornado warning to replace the current one. That is going to be for Vero Beach, Gifford, and Indian River shores. If you are in this tornado warning, you've got to get into your safe place, away from windows, lowest floor possible. And this is your tornado. It is a large and extremely dangerous tornado right now that is currently moving to the north-northwest. 155.1 has a flipped truck. I don't know where 155.1 is. That is a big-time tornado again near Vero Beach. And we still have a tornado that is likely in progress that is going to be approaching the North River shores. We don't have a debris signature, but there was a tornado. It's in this community. It's going to be approaching eventually 716 and Route 1 or US 1. And then I'll eventually go towards the east side of Port St. Lucie if it is still on the ground. So again, if you're in this warning, you got to be in your safe place. 116 is Turnpike. I found 116.1. I found it. This is 116.1. This is back down on this tornado warning, which this is a confirmed tornado. This is observed. We have a tornado near Hope Sound. This is on the ground, and this is a live shot right now of this particular storm. This is a pretty good vantage point, too. So if there's a tornado, it's probably going to be rain-wrapped. We might end up seeing power flashes in the middle. This is just truly unbelievable today. I mean, we were live for 6 hours before this stream, and we've had literally non-stop tornado activity today. I honestly thought going into today we'd have more time talking about Milton. Like, actually, other than, like, the tornadoes, like, other stuff. And we just haven't. Turnpike mile marker 151 for the truck. This right here? This is live. Can't tell what's going on. They got police blocking off the road. I don't see a flipped over semi. Unless it's up the road further. They have blocked off this part of the highway. They're redirecting people. It's on 151.9. That's mile marker 151.9 on the Turnpike. Again, we still have a tornado on the ground east of Interstate 35 or 95, approaching Route US 1. And that's going towards Hope Sound, Gomez, and Frutia. I-95, mile marker 142 has a flipped car. Apparently. And it does. And that is probably because of the tornado. So we already start to see the first tornado damage from that tornado. And we still have a tornado. Oh man, this is hitting so many people on the coast right now. Like, this is a debris signature. There's no rain. There's rain, but that right there is just a large tornado over Orchard Island. It is still a huge tornado that's just going up the coast right now on A1A. It's going towards Indian River shores. It is still going. It is still a big-time tornado. This is truly horrible, to say the least. If you have any photos, Dakota, let me know. I don't know exactly what is here, but there are a lot of homes that are being hit right now in Orchard Island, Florida. This is, like, really bad. This is hitting... This is probably hitting several resorts. There's JC Park, the Village Beach Market was just hit by this. If you know these names, if you're in this area, you'll know these names. And it's still going. There's still debris, even though this looks like it's almost over water now. The Citron Bistro in Vero Beach probably just got hit by this. The Indian River Shores Community Center. The Air Image Company. Mulligan's Beach Resort. The Caribbean Court Boutique Hotel and Prestige Hotel Vero Beach. Those have likely all just been hit by this tornado. It still has a very deep CC drop. Johnny D's Market and Bistro may have also been hit by this. There are a lot of places that have been hit by this tornado, but that's another one. It really hit the Rio Mar area, which there are a lot of hotels here. The Vero Beach Museum of Art has probably taken a hit from this. The Riverside Theater has also probably taken a hit. Vero Beach Dog Park, the Riverside Cafe, the Crab Stop of Vero Beach. All of those places that I'm talking about have more than likely at least seen some damage, if not a direct hit from this tornado, which again was a huge tornado. And is still causing damage, at least on the south side right now of Indian River Shores in Indian River County. And if we still have a tornado, it is going to be right over 716. So if there is a tornado in progress, let me get some call-outs on this. It looks like we may still have a tornado on the ground right over just that southeast side here, Port St. Lucie. Let me give you some call-outs here. Give me 1 second. If this is on the ground, it could be hitting the Saints at the Port St. Lucie golf course. It's going towards a Planet Fitness, if this is on the ground still, which we have at least some level of a debris signature. Walmart Supercenter on the east side of Port St. Lucie. HCA Florida St. Lucie Hospital may be in the track of this if it's on the ground. Urban Air Trampoline and Adventure Park would also be in the track of this. So possible tornado moving north. This has been observed. I honestly think this is on the ground right now. It's right over the SE Morningside Boulevard, approaching the southeast Port St. Lucie Boulevard area. Email it to me. Dakota, email it to me. The max velocity email. This tornado here is hitting a lot of places. The tornado that we were talking about near Tequista, that one has been occluding, it looks like, but again, continue to stay in your safe place if you are near Hope Sound, Florida. There's still a chance that that is causing damage. Let me check on this northern tornado. We should get another radar scan in a second. The tornado that was on the ground, again, might be turning into a water spout now. It's kind of riding up there, the southeast side there of Indian River Shores. Indian River Sheriff confirming major damage and possible MCI at resorts. That's what somebody just said in chat. If you guys see any reports on Twitter, at me, at MaxVelocityWX, I'll try to relay information. This happened moments ago in West Jupiter, Florida from live Cam Chaser. This was moments ago. This is video of a tornado. We missed this one. There's been a lot of tornadoes. This one just happened, though, moments ago. I-95 at mile marker 90.5. That's a tornado right there. Wow. In case you just missed it, that was a few moments ago. Back over, is that Westlake? Did I say, or Jupiter, Florida? This was near Jupiter, Florida. It's crazy. Well, the good news is that this tornado is now offshore. It is still a water spout, but it is moving to the north. It's, again, luckily probably moving offshore. I haven't gotten any... Oh, I think I just got it. I got it. Alright, I think we have a video of something here in a moment. Gonna take a minute to download. Still possibly a tornado on the east side of Port St. Lucie. It's unknown as of right now. We don't have a clear debris signature, but if you are on the east side of Port St. Lucie, near US 1, going towards White City and Fort Pierce, you need to be in your safe place. The storm that's been ongoing, that did produce a tornado moments ago near US 1, near Fruta, that one has not had nearly as much in terms of rotation at this point. This is from one of our viewers in, where was this, Port St. Lucie? This is the tornado that just happened in Port St. Lucie. That right there, at least a large lowering, perhaps even a tornado. Look at that thing. Look at the motion on those, look at that motion. Look at that motion right there. This was almost definitely a water spout or a large tornado over the water. Oh my goodness. That motion is crazy though. I mean, this is like almost violent motion for a tornadic storm. The palm trees move too. Wow, that's crazy. All right. Crazy. All right. So if that's still on the ground, it's right here on the east side of Port St. Lucie. Again, moving towards White City, Florida. Sent a tweet west. Okay. Now, if you guys see anything official too from like local sheriff's offices or anything like that, feel free to at me on Twitter on that stuff too. Oh my god. I am retweeting
a new tornado warning.
We have a new tornado warning for Martin County, Florida. That's going to be on this storm that's going up A1A and US 1. That's going to be approaching Sailfish Point, east side of North Shore Rivers. You are in that warning. Seek shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible, interior room of your home or building. Please seek shelter if you are in this warning. Alright, quick update. Hurricane Milton. The eye wall has begun to move inland. So we are starting to see the beginning of the eye wall moving inland. Again, we have several cameras that'll be capturing the storm surge and everything like that over the next several hours. We'll have storm chaser Connor Croft also alongside. On right of your screen, you'll see him there, but he's going to be way more on the screen once this gets closer to landfall. He's going to be inside of the eye wall. And we also have other storm chasers like Brandon Kopic, Corey Gherkin, and also we have Storm Intermedia, so several storm chasers. But again, this is going to be a busy next few hours. I do want to remind you, make sure the clock at the top left of your screen matches, or at least is within 30 seconds of your current time. Because some people sometimes get like 10 minutes behind in stream somehow. So just make sure you're at the exact time so you don't miss anything that's happening in real time. All right, so things are about to get really active over the next few hours. Obviously, the tornado threat's been very active, but the storm surge is going to really be ramping up. And we're also going to be, and you can already see the storm surge, by the way. The cameras are picking up on that already. But the wind is really going to start to ramp up here on the west coast of Florida. It is going to be a very busy next few hours. So if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below. And like the stream, does help get this out to more people. And we will be, again, covering this in high detail here over the next several hours as Hurricane Milton approaches landfall, which again, landfall is expected to be earlier than we initially thought. It's supposed to be making landfall sometime in the next 3 to 4 hours. So landfall is very close in the west coast of Florida, and the eye is still offshore. If we measure the eye distance to landfall, it's only 50 miles right now away from landfall in the west coast of Florida. It is a Category 3 hurricane with maximum sustained winds of 120 miles per hour. It is still a very intense hurricane, and we are already seeing significant storm surge, and it's only going to continue to ramp up here over the next few hours. Let's jump through some of the cameras that we have here real quick, just so you have an idea of what we got right now. So this is in Port Charlotte, Florida. This is the Project Mesovort on Radar Omega. You can watch these if you're a subscriber on the Radar Omega app, and you can download it with the top link in the description below. I want to point this out to you. This wood stick here, earlier, if you were watching the stream, you could see the wood stick easily. The water was way back here. Now the storm surge is really ramping in here to the Charlotte Harbor, and we are going to see life-threatening and catastrophic storm surge only ramp up from here. We are already seeing it in real time, but it's really going to be ramping up here over the next couple of hours. You can see the trees are already starting to get hit by the water as well. The water is going to be surging inland. This is going to be an area that is going to experience significant storm surge over the next couple of hours. So again, it's going to be very crazy. Englewood Beach, Florida. This is actually the first time we've seen this. The water has now officially gotten up to this outpost thing. I don't know what you call it, but the water is actually, this is the first time we've seen the water even get close to coming up here. The waves are getting much higher, and the water is also starting to rise. So we are expecting that we are going to see significant storm surge ramping up here into Englewood Beach, Florida. So we are starting to see that in real time. It's only going to continue to get higher and higher. And by probably about an hour from now, I would expect the water to actually be almost to that sandbar on the very far left side of your screen. So that's what we're going to be seeing here shortly in Englewood Beach, Florida. In Venice, Florida, we haven't really seen a whole lot here quite yet, but the storm surge is only about 30 minutes probably from really starting to move inland. There is still a guy here on the beach. I don't know who he is. I don't know why he's there. I wouldn't be there, but somebody's out there right now. Looks like taking photos, and yeah, I don't know what they're doing, but that's happening there right now, back over in Venice, Florida. Osprey, Florida, also, this is another camera. We got a sailboat in the middle. We'll be watching this camera closely. The further north we go, the less storm surge that we currently have happening, so the further north we go, we're not really going to see as much. This is back over in Siesta Key, Florida. Palm trees really swaying. The wind is picking up. Actually, some of the debris left over from Helene is actually falling into the roadway now because of the wind. So that's happening there. A true Florida man. Yeah, sure. I guess that's a Florida man. Here's another camera as well. This is back over on Anna Marie Island, Florida. And again, you can see the water's really starting to crash along the shore. And look at this, guys. That, I think, is a bench. I could be wrong, but I think we have a bench right there. Do we have a bench? Is the return of the bench happening? I think that's a bench. We got the Max Velocity engraved bench from Earl. Fan mailed it. There's a bench right there. We'll have a marker there for a bench. But here's the pier. Again, that pier is probably going to be flooded over here pretty soon. But that does look like a bench to me. Oh, there you go. There's the bench. I think that's a bench. The bench has returned. And then Mitchell Beach, Florida. Water's starting to crash along the rocks. Water's probably going to get up to that parking lot here pretty soon. Thank you guys again for sending me videos. Please add me on Twitter. Don't email me. What the heck? Oh my god. Pettis just posted this on Twitter. Is this the tornado from Fort Pierce? This right here? Which has happened in Fort Pierce, Florida? We didn't even see this perspective. This happened like 10 or 15 minutes ago. My goodness. I didn't realize that's how large it was. We saw the video and the whatnot, but that was at the beginning of it. That's like a 1 or 2 mile wide tornado that just happened. Now, again, there are no tornado warnings anymore, at least for that part of Florida where there was a large tornado near Vero Beach. We still have tornado warnings, though. We have one back over in White City, Florida. Still have a couplet near White City moving towards Fort Pierce, Florida. And then we also still have a tornado warning near Stuart, Florida. And that rotation is going to be moving offshore here pretty soon. aside from that, we are finally starting to see a little bit of a quieter period when it comes to this tornado threat. But man, that tornado that we had at the beginning of the stream was easily the largest tornado that I've ever seen in Florida. If that photo is real, which it is, yeah. And we are getting reports of major damage in Fort Pierce. There are photos being posted on Twitter. I'll retweet them on Twitter at MaxVelocityWX. Major damage in Fort Pierce, Florida. There are buildings completely destroyed in Fort Pierce. It's really bad in Fort Pierce, Florida right now. At MaxVelocityWX if you want to see the photos. I'll try to show some too, but structures have been majorly damaged. There's also major damage in Highlands County, Florida. This is from the Highlands County Sheriff's Office. One of the photos. Major damage to some mobile homes, possibly from a tornado earlier. It's not the same one that we're talking about right now. It's really bad, guys. I'm just major damage all over the place. And again, this was the tornado. That right there was the tornado on the FDOT camera. This was a huge tornado that happened in Fort Pierce. We were covering it, obviously, before, but we didn't see these, photos of this tornado. And the damage that I am seeing on Twitter and, even other platforms like Facebook, it's awful. They're gonna need some serious help. Like, if you guys see any photos of damage, you can at me on Twitter. I'll try to show some at some point. But like, we're talking EF3 plus damage that happened over there, just south of Palm Bay, right near Vero Beach, Florida. I know for sure the Y'all Squad will be out there helping. If you would like to contribute to the nonprofit to be able to basically help people recover from the tornado outbreak that was not as expected as some people thought. You can donate. There is a link in the description. I'll also post it in the chat. We are partnered with the Y'all Squad. We're going to be raising money for the Y'all Squad for Hurricane Milton relief efforts, and the tornado itself, that from the damage that we are seeing, is just insane. Like, for a Florida tornado, we do not see strong tornadoes like that often. So I'll be posting a link in the chat. If you want to donate, there's also a link in the description. It is a non-profit 501c. I will probably, after this hurricane's over, I'll probably be helping out there in the field as well with the Y'all Squad. So I'll be out there probably giving you guys some updates too after this hurricane's all said and done. But yeah, from what we're seeing, it's really bad over there. This is probably the craziest photo that we have. Is this right here. This just doesn't happen, ever in Florida. Like, we've had strong tornadoes, but a sizable tornado like this just never happens.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
All right, new tornado warning for Brevard County, Florida. This is back up near Cape Canaveral. And that's probably going to drop a tornado. We actually have a water spout for sure happening offshore. But approaching Cape Canaveral near Cocoa Beach, likely tornado. Moving to the west-northwest. If you are in this warning, seek shelter immediately. Away from windows, lowest floor possible. Interior room of your home or building. And this is right now moving to the west-northwest. All right. By the way, thank you to... All right, we don't have a PDS tornado anymore. Let me take off that overlay. Sorry, we got sidetracked. Thank you to... I don't even know how to say your name. Devial for the $500 super chat. Please put some W's in the chat. All right, Devial. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. I appreciate the generosity. You're way too kind. Thank you. Honestly, we're probably going to put that towards charity anyways. I mean, with what I just saw, that's freaking crazy. We've never had a... I'm just trying to explain the significance of what we just saw there in Fort Pierce. Like, we've had tornadoes that have been big in Florida, but I've never seen something that large. And especially out of a hurricane. Like, that's just crazy. By the way, I did post a photo of the tornado on Twitter at MaxVelocityWX if you want to see it. All right, let's get to the hurricane a little bit more. Any chance this moves north? As of right now, the forecasted track is that this is going to turn and kind of crash here, probably into Bradenton or Sarasota. The latest cone of uncertainty from the National Hurricane Center currently has a landfall position between about Clearwater, Florida, and just south of Sarasota. We have seen this move more to the north than forecasted, so there has been a shift to the track a little bit, so now the potential for this making landfall farther north has become a little bit more possible. So it is possible that we see a landfall as far north still as St. Petersburg, and then as far south as something like Sarasota, Florida. So that's the current thinking as of right now. Will Miami be affected in any way? Other than just some tropical storm force wind gusts, I wouldn't expect much more over there. We could still see a low-end tornado risk. Like, the tornado risk is the one thing that still is, in play. And honestly, right now, we probably at least have a water spout offshore right now, just east of North Shore, or North River shores. That's right now moving north-northwest. That'll be kind of tailing up the coast here. And then we still have strong rotation over Fort Pierce, again, in the Fort Pierce area. Before this moves into the ocean, we could get another tornado that drops near Fort Pierce, moving towards A1A. I'll have to watch that very closely. And we also got the Cape Canaveral potential tornado. Let me take off the cone of uncertainty here. Yeah, so that rotation is going to be moving into the south side of Cape Canaveral here pretty shortly. There is no PDS tornado warning anymore now. We have no PDS tornado warning. The bench fell? What? The bench fell? Oh no, the bench fell! The bench has fallen into the ocean. That's the bench. Let me just take off the camera so you can see it. That bench has fallen into the water. This is a really sad moment. Got to salute to the bench. The bench is going to fall into the water. I don't know when they put up this camera, but I think we were asking for a camera that had a bench in it, and I think this might be it. That bench is going to be going into the water, though. This is a really sad day.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
New tornado warning for St. Lucie and Indian River counties in Florida. If you're in the pink polygon, seek shelter. Away from windows, lowest floor possible. That is going to be... Well, when it pops up, we'll go to it. Thank you, Pie, for the super chat. Appreciate that. Just waiting for the tornado warning. Brand new tornado warning. Man, this area just got hit by a tornado. It's going to include areas like Fort Pierce, St. Lucie Village, and back up through the east side of Vero Beach, going towards the south side of Indian River Shores. This area literally just got a huge tornado, so hopefully this does not happen. But if you are in this warning, seek shelter, away from windows, lowest floor possible, and get into an interior room of your home or building. And this is currently moving to the north. Storm has had some rotation, and again, it could produce a tornado. It's kind of going right over Queens Cove right now and Fort Pierce Shores, moving north. Hey, Robin, for the $25 donation. Let's check out Englewood Beach. Water's not getting too high yet, but it will be here soon. Shout out to Claudia, by the way, for the $50 Venmo and V. Please put some W's in the chat for Caitlin with the $250 Venmo. You guys are crazy. I appreciate the generosity. Thank you. W's in the chat for Caitlin. Let's go back to the bench cam. And that bench here on the far right side of your screen, that thing is starting to fall into the ocean. It's our first sign of any debris, like, going into the ocean on a live view like this. Thank you, Autumn, also for the $100 super chat. Or $100 Venmo. You guys are literally crazy. Right now, this is a Category 3 hurricane, maximum sustained winds at 120 miles per hour. We do have a new National Hurricane Center update coming out, I think, in a minute. Yeah, all right, so we have a new update from the National Hurricane Center. All right, so the latest update just came in. This is the latest information from the National Hurricane Center. Again, they're doing hourly updates, so this is the first of many hourly updates to come. Life-threatening storm surge, damaging winds, and flooding rains expected tonight for parts of central and southwestern Florida. This is, again, the 6 p.m. positional update. Heavy rain continues across central Florida, across the central Florida peninsula, with hurricane-force wind gusts beginning to occur across the Florida Gulf Coast. And actually, we're starting to see that. Let me go to this screen so you guys can see it. Bottom right of your screen, the winds are picking up with Storm Chaser Connor Croft. A sustained wind of 58 miles per hour and a wind gust of 77 miles per hour was just measured at the Egmont Channel. And then a 66 mile per hour wind gust was measured at the St. Petersburg Albert Whitted Airport. Maximum sustained winds are still at 120 miles per hour, and pressure is at 948 millibars. So that's the latest positional update from the National Hurricane Center. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate that. This is Connor again, back
Freddy
over.
with an F.
He's basically entering into the eye wall right now. Back over near Sarasota, Florida. So wind is starting to pick up here.
Bro does not know our names still.
Bro's not finding it. I figured, like, yeah, watch our streams to go to safety, dude.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of funny. Let's see, I say thank you for the super chat there, 420. Jan.
As a reminder,
a new tornado warning.
There's another tornado warning.
Aunt in the chat there, guys.
Let me go to that first.
We'll be safe.
We have a brand new tornado warning for St. Lucie County and Martin counties in Florida. That is going to be for Stewart, North River Shores, southeast side of Port St. Lucie. Port St. Lucie's been under a ton of tornado warnings. That's the rotation right there. It's moving towards US 1, eventually going towards Sailfish Point. And A1A will also be in the track of this. So if you are in the pink polygon, seek shelter immediately, away from windows, lowest floor possible, and get into an interior room of your home or building. All right. Thank you, Nancy and Carlos, for the 10 gifted members. Appreciate that. W's in the chat for them. Thank you, Ro, also for the super chat. We are beginning to see the eye wall again approaching the south, or the western side, I should say, of Florida. Hey, Twitchy for the $50 super chat. Appreciate that. Over 150 tornado warnings have been issued in Florida today. Is that actually how many we've had? Does anybody have that number verified anywhere? If anybody can find the official number of tornado warnings that we've had today in Florida, at me on Twitter. Or put it in the chat, one of the two. If I get enough of the same number, I'll... We had 98. Alright, so a lot of people are saying 98. So, we've almost crossed 100 tornado warnings. Almost crossed 100 tornado warnings. I can't believe I'm saying that. Yeah, there are several fish-nados right now happening on the east coast of Florida. We got several. Wow, look at this, guys. We got several fish-nados. We got strong ones, too. We got a strong one east of Cape Canaveral. We got a huge one. We got 3 different big tornadoes just off the coast of Cape Canaveral. One of, like, these are, like, violent fish-nados, basically, that are happening off the coast of Florida. Imagine if those were over land. That's basically what we just saw in Fort Pierce, like, half an hour ago. There's power flashes happening on Connor Croft's feed. Storm Chaser Connor Croft. They're seeing power flashes now in Sarasota, Florida.
You guys.
Good. Let me refresh it. Will it load is the question. The world may never know. It's not loading. Oh, there we go.
I don't even know.
We just missed power flashes. But they are seeing power flashes here.
So we're gonna have to turn. Wait, no, we gotta keep going.
In Bradenton, Florida.
It's not that bridge. That's the other bridge.
Oh, hey, Josh, appreciate the generosity.
So
Put some W's in the chat for Josh.
Take this road that goes. That might be a little fun. We can try it. Let's do it. Let's try it.
As a reminder, if you are new to the channel, make sure to hit the red button down below and subscribe. Again, we'll keep you posted with the latest on Hurricane Milton as it approaches landfall and makes landfall.
Where did the power flash come from?
I didn't even
know. Only
wow.
Currently 1,300 subscribers from 550,000.
Okay. Gotta get those hurricanes.
Just kind of crazy. We are almost gonna. We're about to hit 550k subscribers. We literally just hit 500k last night. That's insane. 90.5 is a flip semi-truck. Oh, whoa, what is going on here? What the heck? What is going on? Come on, click the button. What is happening here? It's like a full-blown fire happening. I don't know why it's taking so long to load these streams.
Smoke zone here, so
yeah, okay, let's get this.
I don't want to smell
that.
It's from like a
smoke zone.
We're probably getting
a power flash or something that we just had. I don't know why it's frozen. But that right there is like a big fire that just happened from one of the power flashes. Or power lines that went down.
I can hear it, bro. I can smell it.
What do we do about this? I mean, it's not gonna catch on fire. It's so wet, but
no, but like, guys, can we go up maybe where that guy is? We're in the smoke zone here, so
yeah, okay. Let's get this.
I don't want to smell.
Let's get out of the toxic smoke zone.
Yeah, we're probably getting.
That's where the power flash. That's where the power flash came from.
Wow. Oh, it is freaking going crazy there.
They're gonna get a better view here in a second.
Yeah. Might just blow up right. We gotta watch stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, why is it?
Because it came down and just
fire on that power line.
Why is it doing that? I don't see any lines on the ground.
There is. There's a line. I saw one. Yeah.
Okay. Listen to the wind.
Wind is ripping.
Jeez. That's why you do not want to be under power pools, guys.
In Bradenton, Florida.
The power.
Oh my gosh. That thing is smoking like crazy.
Yeah. It still like smell it.
I know.
Holy cow, chat.
Somebody said pee on it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great idea. We're not going to get near it, guys, okay?
My lord.
Jeez. I'm going to zoom in on it for a second. I'm going to use it to also block my focusing a little better. Make sure that focus is just perfect. Wow.
Yeah,
From that area,
there's definitely high
nobody
voltage
here.
right there.
Everyone evacuated.
That's pretty dangerous. Thank you, Eric.
I mean, there's nobody's going to come out in these conditions. They're endangering their lives by doing it.
Like,
So,
I feel
and
like-
Good shout out to Christopher as well for the $30 Venmo. Appreciate it.
I feel like
It's not going to spread.
I don't know what to do, you know?
Now it's like kind of going away.
Good. Hopefully it fizzles out.
What if it just blows up, bro? You might get a huge power flash. You never know.
The fire is starting to go.
It was a
Fire's
big one.
kind
It
of
was
starting to
big
go out a
power
little bit,
flash.
but it's still
It was
going.
big.
Definitely do not want to get out of the car. That's
By the way, I want to go back to here. Look at this. This is a flipped semi-truck on I-95. This is mile marker 90.5 northbound. So this flipped semi. I think this is I think we're looking northbound, but I think this is southbound. I think that's going the southbound direction. And that was probably either from a tornado or just high winds in general earlier. That happened not too long ago. Oh, wow. The winds are picking up now in Englewood Beach, Florida. Here's that live shot on the Radar Omega Project Mesovorts. Again, if you want to download the Radar Omega app, you can watch these if you become a subscriber inside the app. It is the top link in the description below on iOS and Android. Visibility's dropping quite a bit. Water's starting to rise now, and the water's obviously getting high. Look at that water. That's the biggest water rise that we've seen so far. And right over the little walkway. Trees are really whipping right now. Wind's picking up here right along the coastline here in West Florida. Do I own Radar Omega? No, I do not own Radar Omega. If I owned a weather app, I'd be... I don't even know, dude. That'd be crazy. If you guys are just tuning in, and this is live right now with Hurricane Milton making landfall here very soon. With water starting to come over on the beach here, we're about to see some major storm surge. And as a reminder, again, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. We're now 24 subscribers from 550K. So make sure to subscribe. Hit that goal. Download your app, Max. I'm not making a weather app. I'm not going to lie. Take way too much work. All right, we're 2 subscribers from 550, and there you go. We've gained 150 subscribers in like 3 days, I think. It's insane. Water's really rising right now. Thank you, Roberta, for the $20 super chat. We've also, this is the first time ever, we've officially hit 120,000 people watching. That's like 2 football stadiums. We've never had that happen before. It's crazy. This is the Cape Port Charlotte camera. Oh, that's this water's getting higher now. The water's really crashing along that little fence pole. So this storm surge here in Port Charlotte is really ramping up. Charlotte Harbor is getting, again, the forecast is 8 to 12 feet of storm surge, and we've already at least gotten a couple feet. The water's getting really high really fast. Right along the coastline here. Also, the wind is starting to pick up. Back over where Connor Croft is.
The inner eye is
They
still,
are again in the they're beginning to get into the eye wall of Hurricane Milton.
Like
so the wind is going to start picking up. That's back over near Bradenton and Sarasota,
finally
Florida.
this right here, I cannot draw that. But that right there is still part of the eye. There's just not precept there. It's a little misleading. But the eye.
And again, those are several different cameras that we have across the board right now at the bottom of your screen. Radar Omega Mesovorts, both in Anna Marie Island and Port Charlotte, Florida. And then you got Connor Croft on the bottom right of your screen. We're gonna go back, I think, to let's just check in on all these cameras. We haven't looked at all of them recently. This is Venice Beach. So Venice Beach, still not seeing anything getting over that that lifeguard tower there yet, but it's supposed to get higher here very soon in terms of the storm surge. Wind is picking up quite a bit now in Venice Beach, Florida. Osprey, Florida. The water's getting pretty close to being over the dock, it looks like. I'm guessing these docks don't go any higher. So I think the water, yeah, the water's starting to crash onto the dock now. So water's starting to surge into the bay here as well in Osprey, Florida. This is Siesta Key, Florida. And with all the debris that you see in the middle of your screen, that's all from Hurricane Helene a couple of weeks ago. So just an FYI. So that's not like today. That's from literally 2 weeks ago. So a lot of that's just leftover debris. So that's what we have a view of there. The storm surge will eventually get up to that point. And here's Anna Marie Island. The bench is hanging on, guys. It's still there. We still have the bench. Let me take off the camera so you can see it. The bench is still there. It is moving around. It is not secure, but the bench is still hanging on. Hopefully it hangs in there. I don't know if it will, though. I don't think it will. The water's getting pretty high. You can't even see the end of the pier anymore. The visibility's dropping. The end of the pier is not visible anymore. Yes, guys, we have a bench. I know, it's crazy. We had a bench for Debbie, and the bench is back for Milton. W's in the chat for Batman with the $50 super chat. Appreciate it. Thank you, Austin, Moni, and as well as Nancy and Jason for the Venmos and Hank. Appreciate the generosity. That bench is not going to be hanging on for much longer. I'm going to be honest with you. There's no way. I think it's still moving. I think the bench is, like, still moving around. The bench is not going to be there for much longer. It's just slowly but surely going to probably go into the water. Thank you, Cammy, for the super chat. I'll definitely put that towards it. Don't worry. Again, guys, if you want to donate to the nonprofit 501c for the Y'all Squad, do not super chat or Venmo me. You can if you want. I'll just put it towards it. But please go to the link in the description. It's the y'allsquad.org/max-velocity-y'all-squad. The link's down below if you want to donate to that. To help for Hurricane Milton relief efforts. But again, if you do end up super chatting or donating, and you say that, then I'll just put it towards it. But you also get a tax deduction if you do donate, because it's a nonprofit. Interestingly enough, you know, there's a lot of dry air eating into the east side of this eye. The northwest side is actually where the worst of the wind's going to be going into Tampa Bay. We are going to see some big-time wind going into Tampa over the next couple of hours. I think the worst of the wind will actually be back up here near Tampa, believe it or not. Because we have a lot of dry air just eating in now to the east side of this eye, which is interesting. It's an interesting trend. That doesn't change the storm surge forecast. It's still going to be significant, but it's interesting. Thank you, Jesse, for the $100 super chat. Appreciate the generosity. Some W's in the chat for Jesse. Apparently, the sheriff's office and emergency management is watching my live stream. I don't know which one, but somebody said that. W's. Thank you, Jay, for the generous $100 super chat as well. Appreciate the generosity. Thank you. Huge shout. Let's put some W's in the chat for our first responders out there. Huge shout out to them. There are reports of power flashes in Sarasota, Florida, by the way. So we're getting a report now of power flashes in Sarasota, Florida. Oh, we actually just had a big power flash.
Ramp it up!
I think we just missed it. Another power flash here in
Hurricane
Bradenton,
Milton.
Florida. Let me go back a few seconds.
Yeah,
See the gusts a little better. Oh man, look at it down there.
Right there. Yeah, there you go. Oh, that was the power flash. In Bradenton, Florida. Winds are picking up.
Ramp it up!
Shout out to YZ for the 5 Get to members.
We're gonna
Back to
saw
live.
lightning again.
I think
behind
these
us.
lights are flickering up here.
Maybe it was just one of those lights
Look at
flickering.
these lights keep flickering.
Tornado warning still ongoing, by the way, for Stewart,
Yeah,
Florida,
I'm
and
just gonna
Fort
go over there.
Pierce,
Let's go back over
but the
there.
rotation has
Oh, you
mostly
take this
moved
right here.
offshore.
Wait, what?
Just take this right here.
How?
With that said, we actually do have a tornado in progress, or we have had one near Sailfish Point. Or I think it just dropped. We just had a tornado drop over Sailfish Point, Florida. This has just dropped. So if you're in Sailfish Point, I mean, they've already gotten hit, but if you know any friends or family there, make sure they're okay. There's literally just a tornado literally just dropped as it's probably about to exit into the ocean. If not, if it does continue to stay in progress, it'll go right up A1A. And then the tornado warning for Fort Pierce probably going to be canceled. Tornado warning for Cape Canaveral has been canceled. Still got 3 big fishnados offshore, so still watching those closely. Thank you, Monique, for the $100 super chat. Put some W's in the chat for Monique. Alright, guys, we're getting closer to landfall. We are sitting about... The eye right now is about 42 miles away from making landfall in Florida. So that means we are currently 3 hours, maybe a little bit less, away from landfall in Florida. That means the most major impacts to the coastal regions are going to be felt between now and about 11 o'clock or so. So we are still... Again, for those that are just tuning in, this is still the beginning. We are not even close to the peak of this. And a lot of people might think we're in the peak, but we're not. Look at this.
Oh, they're coming over. Holy cow!
Big surge coming over Bradenton, Florida. This is again a live storm
time.
chaser Connor Croft.
Okay, wait.
Huge storm surge coming over the wall.
I think we can get it better there.
W's in the chat for Jeff. Appreciate
Getting my
that.
car,
Gotta be careful.
getting my car crapped in salt water.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and that's not good.
It's not ideal.
I was gonna have to get a new one.
Yeah, really.
Or just write it off or whatever. Right,
Thank you, me, for the $100 super chat. You guys are crazy. Appreciate the generosity. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, that looks evil, bro.
A big wave
That just
right
looks
there.
evil right now.
I don't know if I missed this, but thank you,
I'm gonna
Autumn,
take
for the
it.
$100
Wow.
Venmo.
It's so
W's in the chat for
This is going nuts! Look at the wind on the freaking palms there. Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Tizzy,
Not get stuck, guys.
Tibase,
Yeah.
Larry.
I'm gonna start
For the Venmos as
slightly
well.
preparing to
It's right along
go
the
outside
coastline here.
on the very
Bradenton,
inner
Florida.
island. We're about
Waves
to
are
reach,
really
like,
getting high now. Wind's starting to pick up as well.
preparing to go outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my
I don't even know where I put my helmet.
Thank you, Ty, for the $50 super chat. Thank you, Ligma.
I need to get
Ligma
my...
is a crazy
'cause
name for the
thing is,
$20
here,
super
we
chat.
don't have anything to really worry about because there's not
You
going
also
to be
Janny
debris coming
super
from
chat.
this way.
Most important to have those safety goggles on.
Wind is really picking up. Getting into the eye
I need
wall
to
right
get all the way
now.
back there to my my bag because it's got my goggles. I should have got those out earlier. Unless you want to, we can
How is
go around
Connor
the
getting
corner of the
gas? They
parking
have
lot
gas,
and
like,
get out of the
canisters
way. I think
with them.
We should just do that.
So they prepared ahead of
I don't know how
time.
It's gonna be right now.
What?
Like the wind might be blowing it through still.
Through the parking garage.
No problem, Daniel.
Good.
Appreciate the
Gonna
generosity.
be almost 20,000 people watching, guys. Just 500 short.
Thank you also, Jacob, for the $10
That's crazy.
Venmo.
Welcome.
Welcome in, everybody. We're going to be getting out
Our
on
next
foot
National
here
Hurricane
shortly.
Center positional
On foot
update will be in about
Do not wanna
30
miss
minutes or
this.
so.
I put my safety
Guys
goggles.
are ripping. Once you get out of there, I'm going to have to run back and get
I thought I
my...
brought the safety goggles.
In the back at the bottom right for now. And this is Hurricane Milton, getting closer to landfall. Thank you, Clips, for becoming a member. Welcome to the Velocities. Oh! This is interesting. Fun fact. I didn't notice. I didn't notice this. We have birds. These are birds all in the eye of Milton. Those are birds that are in the eye of Milton. That's kind of crazy. By the way, Matthew Capucci, who's a meteorologist, Yeah, if you guys didn't see this, this was earlier, not live, but this was earlier in Fort Pierce, Florida. This large tornado, perhaps even upwards of 2 miles wide. One of the largest tornadoes we've ever seen in Florida by the looks of it. The debris was lofted as high as 30,000 feet into the atmosphere. Matthew Capucci thinks that we could see this being in either EF3 or EF4 tornado, which would be very rare for Florida. So, yeah. Yeah, if you want to see that photo, retweet it, whatever. It's on our Twitter page at MaxVelocityWX. Don't forget, you can follow us on Facebook as well. We're posting photos, videos, and updates on there at MaxVelocityWX, and we are also on Discord. The link is in the description. Thank you, Michelle, and as well as Michael for the Venmo donations. By the way, EF4 tornadoes for Florida are very rare. They are not common at all. What's with the pre-rating? I'm not pre-rating, or just based off of what we've seen. I mean, this isn't like I mean, it's pre-rating, but like what we saw in terms of intensity out of this tornado matches up pretty much with that sort of intensity. Like, it was at least an intense tornado. There's no way we have that large of a tornado with the damage that I've already seen on Twitter. That's not like an intense type tornado. So, thank you, Dusty, for the super chat. We actually have a lot of dry air, though, feeding into the east side of the eye, so that's pretty interesting. Looks like the eye is starting to move now towards Sarasota. So we are going to see a landfall, probably in Sarasota or like Englewood, Florida. I don't think this is going up to Tampa. We could see it wobble before landfall, but storm surge is now really crashing here in Port Charlotte. Water keeps crashing, keeps getting higher. The birds are weakening the hurricane. That's not what I mean. It's back over in Englewood Beach, Florida. Four different camera views right now of Hurricane Milton. I'm not vaping, it's a water bottle. Oh my goodness, I need another water bottle. I need to get a water bottle fund going. I need a water bottle that does not look like this. Here's the latest update from the Storm Prediction Center. Top of your screen there, tornado threat is expected to continue into this evening. That includes areas like central and western Florida, like Orlando, and then back over near Lake Okeechobee, Port St. Lucie, still have a potential for an isolated tornado. Wind is picking up here in Bradenton, Florida. Again, this is Storm Chaser Connor Croft.
Whoa, look at that!
With Freddie McKinney. Wind is definitely starting to pick up. Palm trees are swaying.
Alright, so chat, I'm gonna have to switch phones. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have to...
Also, all tornado warnings have expired. The warning counter on the right is not updated, but we'll update in like 5 minutes. Thank you, Aaron, for becoming a Maximum Velocity member.
Bang my helmet into the...
We need water bottle merch. I think we have a water bottle on shopmaxvelocity.net. I could be wrong, though.
This phone rolling with the location. We're gonna go.
We have at least some. We have a tumbler, I think.
Buddy's doing some stuff.
Buzz Lightyear bottle. Imagine.
Hang with me,
Bench.
guys.
We have to go back and look at the bench, don't we?
Take you out of this case.
The bench is taking a beating. Bottom right of your screen, that bench is still taking a beating right now. And these are the Project Mesovorts on Radar Omega. You can download them with the top link in the description below on iOS and Android. And if you become a subscriber inside the app, you'll have access to these cameras. There are, I think, 8 or 9 now across the west coast of Florida. So the bench is still hanging on by a thread as the storm surge increases in Anna Marie Island, Florida. Also, today's stream is also brought to you by ESP Storm Shelters. If you need a storm shelter after the madness that we've seen in Florida, you might want to consider one. You can get an above-ground storm shelter from ESPshelter.com. It's the second to top link in the description. They hold up against EF5 protection, so any tornado that we saw today, it would be holding up against that. Very easy and also cheap to install. You can go to ESPshelter.com, second to top link in the description. They have Mario also for the Venmo. All right, let's go back and just this camera view for now. It's like Connor's about to go out into the wind. I'm rooting for the bench. I think we're all rooting for the bench right now. If the bench is still there, but that'd be kind of crazy. That's not the same bench as the last storm. No, it's a different bench. The bench isn't going anywhere? I don't know, man. I don't think it's going to be there. Thank you, Bucks, for the $10 super chat. Hey, I appreciate you watching and stay safe. Thank you, Megan, for becoming a member. Thank you, Cammy, for the $5 super chat for y'all's hard work. Appreciate it. I appreciate that. Thank you. We've had, I don't know how much we've been live this week, but we've at least been live 40 plus hours, I think. And we've only been live really for the last like 4 days, maybe 5 days. Has been a crazy week or so of streaming. Thank you, Richard, for the $50 super chat. Put some W's in the chat for Richard. As a reminder, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. It's the red button down below. Okay, I was about to go to Connor, but he lost signal. Oh, what's that app called? Zello. Oh, he's back. All right. I'm going to go back to Connor. He has a pretty interesting view of the wind right now. It's the wind in Bradenton, Florida. Right along the shore. This is again live in Bradenton, Florida. We are Drake. We are collaborating with the Y'all Squad. We should have an overlay, but I never got an overlay. We're supposed to get one.
Got a little bit of a break. Just got a little bit more calm. The water ended the stream.
You should go swimming. Just bad of an idea.
Got a little bit calm.
This is such a bad idea. Alright, so here's the deal. This is what's happening right now with Hurricane... That's the wrong button. There we go. This is what's happening right now with Hurricane Milton. We no longer have any tornado warnings. We can change to purple. But we no longer have any tornado warnings. But what we do have is, again, Hurricane Milton approaching landfall. Wind is really picking up out of the southwest here. We're going to have a lot of storm surge pushing into Cape Coral. We're going to have it pushing into Port Charlotte, as well as Englewood, Grove City. The worst of the storm surge as this makes landfall will probably be hammering along areas like Englewood back through Venice and Sarasota. And we have 5 different cameras that will be capturing that, along with, again, storm chasers that are in the area. So we're going to be keeping a close eye on that. And we're also watching for the worst of the wind probably to be up in this area here. So the worst of the wind should be going through with this yellow area, should be going through St. Petersburg and as well as eventually through Tampa. So the worst of the wind currently is on the north and west side of this hurricane. There are also a lot of birds on, you can see them on the correlation coefficient. There are a ton of birds that are actually around and inside of the eye of Hurricane Milton. So that's pretty interesting. And power outages are also starting to ramp up. Let's go ahead and check out poweroutage.us for the latest power outage info. 285,000 are without power. Indian River County has basically nobody with power after that large tornado. That entire county is essentially without power. Most of these counties were because of the tornadoes. These counties are because of the power outages, because of the wind from Milton. Just letting you know your stream went down again. Thank you, Kurt, for the $50 super chat. Put some W's in the chat for Kurt. Thank you also, Debbie, for the $100 super chat. I don't know if I said that already, but thank you. Appreciate the generosity. I don't know if that just happened or I missed it. Oh, that just happened. Thank you, Debbie. Appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Thank you, Adriana, also for the $10 donation. Thank you, Alana, for the $20 super chat. You guys are way too kind. Appreciate the generosity. Shout out to Rachel also for the $45 donation. I didn't see that one. Thank you. Yeah, many of those birds, they're not gonna, unfortunately, get through this. Thank you, Debbie and Chris, also for the $25 Venmos. Oh my god, you guys are crazy. There were birds stuck in the eye. Hurricane hunters a few days ago, when this was like north of the Yucatan, they actually reported birds being inside of the eye of Milton. And there are now birds that stuck inside of both Milton and the eye, and also on the east side of Milton. Are they alive? Yes, they wouldn't. I mean, we wouldn't see them on the map if they weren't in there. All that blue that you're seeing, that is all birds. Looks like the surge is starting to ramp up here right along the beach in Englewood, Florida. Water hasn't gotten really too high yet, but it is starting to get up there. It's taking a little bit of time, but it's getting over that walkway. We've seen water go over it a couple of times. The winds are picking up. Yeah, this area is expected to see between 8 to 12 feet of storm surge. And there's another big wave. We're not doing a 600k shirt. If we hit 600k subs, we're not doing a 600k shirt. We're only doing 500k, maybe 750, and then the next one will be 1 million. Thank you, Ann and David, for the generosity. This is a map from the National Weather Service. This is an important map I'm going to show you guys. This is a flood hazard outlook. It's experimental for Hurricane Milton. So they are currently expecting catastrophic flooding impacts anywhere in the purple. That includes Tampa Bay. That's near Lakeland, Florida. Goes all the way back through Charlotte Harbor. And then the considerable threat would be all the way back up through Jacksonville, all the way up and down the East Coast till about Fort Pierce, through Cape Canaveral, Daytona Beach, Orlando included in that. Their official points are already saying major flooding back over in like central Florida there. Lots of major flooding back over near Tampa as well already. So, and then limited flooding elsewhere. But it's an experimental tool, but they are expecting catastrophic flooding tonight, especially in the Tampa area where there is a lot of rain falling. W's in the chat for Shannon with the $100 super chat. Appreciate the generosity. Guys, we don't have closed captions, and again, I've told this before, but the reason why we do not have closed captions is because if we have it on, the delay on the stream is like 20 or 30 seconds longer. So it would basically not be a live stream, it would just be a stream, if you know what I mean. So, and that can be a difference between telling you that, hey, there's a tornado on the ground right now, or 30 seconds later you hear about it. So that's why we do not have closed captions.
Over there is crazy, bro.
Here's Connor Croft right along the Bradenton River, and water's coming over. It's crashing along. This is the river, I'm going to try to get the river name. This is the Manatee River, for reference. This is the Manatee River. Yeah, this is live. Hey, Pennsylvania, the $50 super chat, appreciate that. Do Scarlet as well.
A little bit of a break.
For the super chat.
Calm down a little bit.
Need Jim before becoming a member.
Extreme wind warning!
Max, we need merch from this one. The only merch that we're doing is 500k merch. We really need to get a bench shirt, though. We really do. The moment we get a bench shirt, that's the moment that everybody's gonna be happy. We are currently at a Category 3 hurricane, maximum sustained winds at 120 miles per hour. Our next update from the National Hurricane Center is in 20 minutes.
Wow. Really hasn't got up there.
No.
Thank you, Lavender, for the super chat. The All Squad is looking for volunteers. If you go to their Twitter page, they have information on it. It's at the All Squad on Twitter. They do have information on that.
My stream ended itself. It took me like a minute to get it back up.
Again, we are collaborating with the All Squad. We'd like to make a non-profit 501c3 donation. That's tax deductible. There is a link in the description to donate to the All Squad. I'll also post the link in the chat if you're interested. For Hurricane Milton relief efforts. Again, I'm not promoting this. This is not an advertisement. This is simply because I think that we are going to need to help the people in Florida after this disaster takes place. We've already seen a disaster with the tornado outbreak that we had today. And, you know, we're going to even see worse impacts from the storm surge that's already begun, and it's going to continue to get worse over the next several hours. And the wind damage is going to increase. Like, there's a lot of things that are going to ramp up here. W's in the chat for Susan, and as well as Central PA with the super chats. $100 super chat from Central PA. W's in the chat. And Richard. And W's for Debbie, Chris, David, and Brandon with the Venmos. And Jennifer and Jeffrey. And Jamie. Is the bench still there? I haven't looked. The bench keeps turning. The bench just keeps on turning. It's like turning more that way now. It was originally more straight. It's kind of more horizontal with the rocks. Now it's almost going perpendicular. Hey, Pamela, for the $25 donation. The bench hasn't moved, the camera has? That is not true. That bench is definitely moving. That bench is literally, I think, that might even be in the sand. Like, that bench is moving. The camera, I mean, the camera might be moving. That bench was more straight, like, 2 hours ago. It was looking into the ocean. It's, like, crooked now. Somebody said it's chained. I don't know if that's true, but somebody did say it's changed. So if that's true, this is Anna Marie Island. We have the camera up on here, right? Oh, we do. Okay, we can just keep it there. Yeah, the bench is right there. All right, never mind. Yeah, we can just keep it there. Let me quickly fix this, though, just because... There we go. I didn't realize it was actually on the screen. Sounds good, Devlin. Will do. Appreciate the generosity. Thank you, Emily. Appreciate it. Brandon, Florida, and the winds are picking up as of 6:40 p.m. The wind is definitely going to start increasing. Again, the wind's going to really start increasing for Central Florida, and that's a big wave. Look at that. That's the largest surge that we've seen here. That was the largest surge so far. It's going to keep getting higher in Englewood, Florida. But, yeah, the wind is going to start to really pick up in, like, Central Florida by, like, 9 to 10 o'clock. Do you consider Beryl or Milton to be worse for tornadoes? Beryl was worse because it was multi-day, in my opinion. If we just consider the day of landfall, this one could be a close worst, depending on the intensity of that tornado in Fort Pierce. All right, we have breaking news. We now officially have an extreme wind warning that has been issued. This is a rare warning. Doesn't get issued very often, only for hurricanes that are producing significant wind over Category 3 intensity, but they have issued a high wind or extreme wind warning. That includes areas in Palm Harbor, Dunedin, Clearwater, Largo, Pinellas Park, St. Petersburg, Tierra Verde, Rubiana, Piney Point, Bradenton, Bay Shores Gardens, Duet, Keysville, Riverview, Tampa, Sun City Center, Brandon, Temple Terrace, Knights, and Plant City. If you are in this warning, you need to be away from windows and move into an interior room of your home or building, because Category 3 plus winds are expected in this area over the next few hours. Population of over 2.5 million is included in this. Oh, look at the choppy waters right now. Right in Bradenton, Florida. That extreme wind warning, by the way, goes until 9:30. Wow. Wind is really getting strong. I don't think you realize these changes to camera view. Go back to him in a second. you just realize that it's the backwards way. Thank you, Adams, for the $10 donation. Thank you, James, also for the $50 Venmo. W's in the chat for James. And also Steve for the $25 Venmo. Thank you, Pennsylvania Farm Table Company. Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm kind of wondering when they're going to get out of here, to be honest. This is right in the Manatee River in Bradenton, Florida. The waves are crashing along the wall, and they're going over. They're starting to go over, at least. The water's only going to it's going to keep getting higher.
Here they come!
It's a Category 3 hurricane. When you click on the thumbnail, it also says that. Just letting you guys know. It also says Cat 3.
Water doesn't come up. We'll have to get on the top floor of that parking garage.
We will in the future probably have something on the screen that actually says the intensity and when it's going to make landfall and stuff.
Let's go!
Didn't really think of it this time around. The eye of Hurricane Milton is currently 32 miles or so away from making landfall in Florida. That means we're about 2 hours away. Now, for the record, that does not mean we are 2 hours away from impacts being done. The impacts are just getting started. Again, the worst of the impacts from Hurricane Milton are starting now, and they're going to go all the way probably through about 11 to 12 o'clock tonight, perhaps even later. So please keep that in mind. All right, I know a lot of people are kind of like, no, this is not much so far, but like, again, the storm surge is just getting started. Like, here's Port Charlotte right now. Again, the beach was back here. Like, the water was way back here earlier. This pole is like almost all underwater now in Port Charlotte. We are seeing significant storm surge here, and it just continues to get higher. This storm surge just continues to get even worse in Port Charlotte. The water's not supposed to be up to those trees by any means. Like, the water should not be this high. Look how dirty that water is, too. A lot of sand and other stuff being swirled around here in the Charlotte Harbor. This is some of the highest storm surge that we've seen thus far, though, in Charlotte Harbor. And again, this area is forecasted to see 8 to 12 feet of storm surge. I'm not sure what they're at right now. I don't know if there's an exact number somewhere, but they're probably... they're definitely not at the 8 to 12 foot mark, I don't think, yet. This is just the start of it. You go a little bit further to the west in Englewood Beach. Again, the water hasn't gotten too high here yet, but it is starting to get up there. The water over here is actually much higher. It's a little bit further out to the, I don't know. What do you guys call this in Florida? Is this like an outpost? I don't know what this is called. A shed? A building? Whatever this is. The water looks like has gone up to it on the other side. It's just not over here yet. So the water's starting to surge. Looks like there's water right there, too. W's in the chat for Christopher with the $50 super chat. A pavilion? Okay. A gazebo? Gizmo? Gizmo? Gizmo. Gazebo? Is that a gazebo? That is a house. That is not a house. Bench update? Got a bench update in. Let's see what it's looking like. Still there. Bench is in the same spot I think as before. It honestly looks like it's kind of getting buried in the sand. I mean, if it's chained, as somebody said in the chat earlier, I don't know if it's accurate, but somebody did say that. If it is chained, then that would be kind of impressive, I'm not going to lie. Thank you, Robin, for the super chat. The bench is still there. You can actually see the end of the pier now. Is anybody still at that beach?
A new tornado warning has been issued.
I was about to say, if anybody's at this beach, that'd be crazy. Water's starting to get up to that lifeguard tower, it looks like. So the water's getting up to the tower there. This is back over in Venice, Florida. We do have a new tornado warning that has been issued near Titusville, Florida. And that rotation currently just east of Titusville. Moving to the north-northwest. If you are in this warning, seek shelter immediately. Away from windows, lowest floor possible, and into an interior room of your home or building. And brand new tornado warning for areas just east of Titusville, Florida. Yeah, seek shelter if you are in the pink polygon, away from windows and on the lowest floor possible. Get into an interior room of your home or building. Thank you, Amy, for the $25 super chat. Thank you, Walker Roofing, for the $50 super chat. Appreciate that. Thank you, Corey, as well. We do have a cam just outside of Tampa Bay. I think there are cameras actually in Tampa Bay. Let me check. Because I think we do have some, at least, live shots on the Tampa Bay cameras of Tampa Bay. I don't think Tampa Bay is that bad yet. Because, again, the eye is still south. And as long as it stays south, it shouldn't be that bad. Did the fish make it out? Honestly, there's probably fish in this water right now. Like, in the Charlotte Harbor here. There are probably fish. I wish I had another camera set up for the bottom right on this scene. Thank you, Eric, for the $10 super chat. The water's now getting up to the top of this pole. The water's starting to get to the top of that stick. I don't know how tall, I don't know how high that stick goes, but it's probably about 2 to 3 feet, maybe even a little bit higher. Definitely getting up there. Thank you, Brandon, for the super chat. 133 tornado warnings for the month in Florida. That's an all-time record for Florida. We've had that many. That's actually crazy. It's only been we're only 9 days into the month. That tornado warning, by the way, for Brevard County includes 64 people, so it's a very rural area. Florida has set a new record for most tornado warnings issued within a month with 134 warnings and counting. It's only the 9th day of the month. That's what I'm seeing on Twitter. We're only 9 days into this month. If we get another hurricane, we're going to even get more than that. Thank you, Kevin, for the super chat. Hey, stay safe in St. Petersburg. Thank you also, Stephen, for the generosity. Thank you, Jake, for the Venmo. The bench is drowning? It actually is starting to drown, isn't it? The bench is drowning, guys. It's going under. It's literally, it's getting close to drowning. The water's getting too high here in Anna Maria Island, Florida. There's no tornado warning in Volusia County right now. We only have one in Brevard County. My family on cruise from Tampa. How bad be? I don't know what you're trying to ask me. I don't know how there would even be a cruise right now out of Tampa. Alright, this parents with the $50 super chat just said that bench at AMI, which is Anna Maria Island, is a piece of steel. Just an FYI, they used to tie boats to it. So you're saying that this bench is going to stay here, but it might go underwater for a little bit. Is that what the conclusion is? The bench will actually not go into the water? The bench keeps moving around. I mean, it's been moving. It's not a bench? That's a bench. What else could that be? It's literally, like, it's a bench. Have Connor save the bench. I don't think he's going to go over and save the bench here. I don't think that's worth risking his life. Looks like for the time being, we don't really have a whole lot of rotation other than that one Titusville storm, so a lot of the tornadic activity has been offshore here over the last few hours. Plenty of fishnado on the east coast of Florida. And then on the flip side of things, the eye of Hurricane Milton is getting closer and closer to landfall. It's about 30 miles from landfall as of right now. Looks like Sanibel Island, Florida is starting to get some flooding. Let me see if do we have cameras in Sanibel Island? The storm surge is starting to come over in Sanibel Island. We'll full cam this again. This is the Sanibel Toll Plaza. This is live in Sanibel Toll Plaza. Very windy. Camera is shaking like crazy. Look at the trees. They're all bending. All that water surging up also onto the coastline here. I think some of the surge has begun to move inland as well. These are the Sanibel city. They're the city cams here. Oh wow, yeah. This is a road. Storm surge has now gotten onto the road. There's a house right there. Look how high the water's gotten. This is all storm surge. So storm surge in Sanibel Island, Florida has now gone inland. We are starting to see water go inland there. I remember when Hurricane Ian made landfall, looking at these cameras across Sanibel Island. Sanibel Island had a ton of storm surge when Ian happened. And this storm surge is getting really up there. Look at these waves crashing in Charlotte Harbor. They are getting higher and higher as we speak. The water's getting even higher. Like, this is really getting high now. It's getting crazy. Thank you, Allie, for the generosity. My dad's house is on Anna Marie Island. 3 feet of sand in the bottom of level of from Helene. Rough week. That's definitely rough. Thank you, Kevin, as well, for the generosity. Currently eating cheese curds, thinking how much of an amazing human you are, selflessly saving lives on a consistent basis. Appreciate that. Thank you, Graham, also, for the generosity. And Ronald. W's in the chat for both Ronald and Graham. I don't know who Charlie the Tuna is. No clue. No clue who that is. This is moments ago back over on Bella Vista, Florida, near St. Petersburg. The wind is very strong there. And this is just moments ago. Very strong wind there. How do I super chat? It's the money symbol. You can also donate with Venmo and the PayPal link, which is in the description. What is that car doing? Yes, that's a car. I have no clue. There are a lot of cars parked on that bridge. Big power flashes on Venice 2 camera. There's a Venice 2 camera? Oh, we have 2 cameras in Venice? Bro, I had no clue. There's another camera here in Venice. This is the storm surge moving inland right now. This is, again, the Radar Omega Mesovorts. If you want to check these out, you can become a subscriber on the Radar Omega app at the top link in the description below. And again, this is a live shot here in Venice, Florida. I didn't even realize we had this. My apologies. I had no clue. Thank you for whoever pointed that out. There apparently have been power flashes here, so we might see some in the distance. Is that a new bench? Oh yeah, there's another bench. Dude, we got benches everywhere. We got another bench. We got 2. 3. We got 4. We got 5. I think we got 6 benches on this camera. We got 5 benches on this camera. But yeah, water's not supposed to be this high. Let's get some W benches in the chat. They're all here. Someone just said it's a benchmark. This guy's trying to make jokes about benches. Hurricane Milton. It's getting very close to landfall here in Florida. And very close to landfall. We're about an hour and a half out from landfall. Thank you, Krager, for the super chat. Yeah, floating bench meter? Actually, that's a good idea. We should. We really should do a lot more with the bench stuff. You get a full-blown bench meter going. Alright, let me make sure I'm not missing any other cameras. I don't know if there are any others that I might have missed. Yeah, I think that was the only one that I did not know about. Alright. I say, like, that kind of caught me off guard. This is in Englewood Beach, Florida. Are benches real? They are. As a reminder, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below. Click the bell icon as well so you're notified with the latest updates. Also, make sure to like the stream. Does help get this out to more people. Again, this is Hurricane Milton in Florida. If you're just tuning in, it is going to be making landfall in approximately an hour and a half to 2 hours. The eye of Hurricane Milton still about 25 miles away from making landfall. Again, storm surge is still ramping up here, especially for Englewood and back through Port Charlotte. The winds and the rain are really ramping up, especially on the northern side of the eye wall, mainly from St. Petersburg back through Tampa and Lakeland, Florida. We are going to see really significant storm surge, significant flooding, I think, in areas like St. Petersburg, Tampa, Lakeland, Spring Hill, as heavy rain continues to fall in those areas. Looks like the worst of the wind as of right now is on the northern side of this eye. So that's going to all be moving into Tampa. It's going to be basically beelining across Interstate 4 through Lakeland and probably going through Orlando as we go into the next several hours. So wind impacts expected to remain very prevalent here throughout the rest of this evening. So continue to stay very vigilant as Hurricane Milton again is approaching landfall here in Florida. And right now, this is live back over in Siesta Key, Florida. Siesta Key not looking too shabby so far. Wind is picking up, and conditions are deteriorating. And back over to the bench. The bench is still there. Bottom right of your screen. Bench is still there in Anne Marie Island, Florida. It's pop, not soda. I don't drink soda. I haven't had a soda in 70 days. The water whoa, look at this. Big wave. Big wave coming in. Englewood Beach, Florida. Water is starting to really surge in now. Power in Lakeland is going out. That's a new report from Lakeland, Florida. Power is going out. And power is going to continue to go out. It's expected to be widespread. Huge shout out to Roger with the $70 Venmo and Madison with the $50 Venmo. As well as Brady and Andy with the Venmos. Appreciate that. Whoa, that.
Videos.
What is
I
that?
got KFC earlier today.
Yeah.
Can't even tell what that is. Some debris in the roadway here in Bradenton, Florida.
Isn't everything just nice? What are the odds?
Is that the KFC sign?
Yeah, what are the odds
The KFC sign is down. KFC sign has gone down. No more Popeye, or Popeye, I was about to say Popeye's.
Taken out is by the
Look at
Colonel.
that, Chad, look
Where
how
is
fast
KFC
these clouds are
anyways?
moving.
Just ripping.
Look at those clouds moving.
One gust and that thing's gone.
Where is the KFC? Would have thought the Colonel will be down here in the middle of the road.
Just got ripped off that sign right there.
That's where it came from.
Just gonna hit a big gust.
Well,
zoom this out for a second so I can look at chat without that thing shaking around so much. Yep, rip.
Hey, Chris. Put some notes in the chat for Chris. Appreciate the generosity. Thank you for the $100 super chat.
Yeah.
7 hours of commercial-free storm coverage.
So far has not wanted to go.
Literally what this is.
Yep. Colonel just got blown off and now it's sitting there.
Just needed to move.
JJ, there is no tornado warning in Volusia County.
Better watch out. I never
Or
know.
no tornado warnings in any of Florida, actually, right now.
What's it doing? It's just hopping right there.
You're just tuning in. This is the KFC sign. It's down in Bradenton, Florida.
Like what?
I can't do that KFC.
Hey, Delphi for the super chat.
Dude, me neither.
Appreciate that. Thank you. How do you join the channel? It's the join button down below. Or the
We'll come
third
back
to top
and check
link in the
on Colonel a little
description.
bit later. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
No way.
You gotta be
Right,
joking.
it literally just moved as he looked away.
You gotta be kidding.
The sign is literally moving across the road.
Like, come on, we were watching that.
Crazy. Ooh, let's go to Brandon Kopic.
Like we wanted.
Watch this closely. Look at the right side of your screen. Big power flash right there.
Power flash.
Brandon Kopic again on YouTube and Radar Omega. You can watch him on the Radar Omega app with the top link in the description below on iOS and Android. Brandon Kopic currently also in Brandon, Florida. He is approaching the eye wall. But there are power flashes.
Power flash, multiple power flashes, and
He's got Corey Gherkin making his way out there as well.
Perfect position.
Let's go back to Port Charlotte, where the worst of the storm surge has been. That pole that we have there, that stick, whatever you want to call it, the water keeps on getting higher. This storm surge is very high in Port Charlotte. This is, again, you can't really tell how far it goes inland, but that's very significant. This area easily floods, so. It is a Category 3 hurricane. You have a donation charity link. Yes. We are going to pin... Or I'll pin it in the chat. All right, pin the link in the chat if you guys want to donate. If you want to donate to the Y'all Squad through the Max Velocity campaign, it is the top link in the description, or it's the top link in the chat. There's also a link in the description. You have to go down a little ways, though. And we've already raised, you guys are awesome. We've already raised $7,500 for Hurricane Milton relief efforts. W's in the chat. Huge shout out to anybody that's donated. And it is a non-profit 501c. Max Velocity, again, collaborating with the Y'all Squad to raise money for Hurricane Milton relief efforts. If you would like to donate, it is the pinned link in the chat. I'd much rather you guys donate to that than donate to me. So if you want to donate to that, it is the pinned link in the chat. Huge shout out to Madison, Katie with the $50 Venmos. Thank you, Stuart, Alex, Anya, Andy, Brady, Roger for the Venmos. Appreciate it. Thank you, Chris, for the $20 super chat. Chris, the category doesn't matter. I've talked about this. Like, the intensity that we are already seeing with storm surge, this was expected regardless of the category. So, in my opinion, no. I mean, the category, again, it's a number at this point. It's not really that big of a deal. It's still 120 mile per hour winds. Like 130 versus 120. is the difference between a Cat 3 and a Cat 4. In my opinion, that's not that big of a difference. It's a difference, but it's not a major difference. So I again, unless this made landfall as like a 105 Cat 2, I don't think there's any major difference. This is still a very intense hurricane, and we've been seeing that in real time. This hurricane in real time has been an intense, hurricane. We've already seen a lot of storm surge. Again, we haven't even reached the peak really, but we've already seen a lot of storm surge, and it looks like Englewood is also starting to see that storm surge now. Englewood Beach is also starting to ramp up with storm surge. Thank you, Stephanie, for the 5 gifted members. W's in the chat for Stephanie. Our new National Hurricane Center update is out. The latest update is that this is still a Category 3 hurricane with maximum sustained winds at 120 miles per hour. The pressure is also up to 952 millibars.
I feel like it's
look at the wind here.
Windy in one
Literally
spot.
Back over in Bradenton, Florida.
Coming off the water. It's crazy.
It's weird because
wind in Bradenton, Florida. We're really picking up now.
I don't even know. I guess, yeah, the trees over there.
Maybe it's a little more onshore there or something.
Could be.
It's just working its way down, but just down there, it's going.
It's ripping. Fort Myers is underwater again. That's sad. That's
I
so
actually
sad.
really hate to see that. I mean,
that's just so sad.
I mean, obviously we hate hurricanes just doing anything to people, but when it hits the same spot,
Thank you, Debbie. Appreciate the,
they're already
super chat. Thank you.
From the impacts at Ian, they probably still haven't fixed everything, so it just sucks. Freaking Florida, man, cannot catch a break.
Who's screaming?
I don't know. Somebody's screaming.
Somebody's screaming.
This is a 4-camera view of everything that's happening right now at these high-profile cameras. Bottom right of your screen, very high winds. Bottom left, bottom of your screen, storm surge. Middle of your screen, that's storm surge on Englewood Beach, Florida. Really ramping up right now. Again, we are closing on landfall, which, again, the peak of this is going to be closer to landfall and just after landfall with storm surge. Thank you, Donna, for the Venmo. Go back to the person screaming. What, this?
90K.
600 away.
600 away from 90K.
So, chat, we got 10,000 people watching the stream right now. If you guys go over to Connor's stream, what do you need again?
I literally need 600 subs.
600 subs. I guarantee you.
This is both Freddie McKinney and Connor Croft, by the way. They're both in the same car.
Like that. Oh yeah, don't worry.
People that are saying go to Freddie, they're in the same exact car, same exact POV.
Rust.
Yeah.
The Rust is gonna go insane if you don't. Dude, where's Storm Runner?
I have no idea.
Hold up. I gotta find out where they're at. Hopefully they're alright. And they should be, but.
Yeah, I know. We're already. I know I'm already covered in salt.
Hey, Michael, appreciate it.
They're all the way over the other side there.
Oh, they're on the bridge?
The other bridge.
Oh.
Jeez.
All right, we're getting close to where this high will start to ramp back up. Robert, welcome to the Bears Cage.
90K on the other. What stream are we on that has 90K? Probably Max.
Probably Max. Or
What's up, Max?
Reed has 90K. Woo, that's whipping.
Reed has 90K?
So, probably.
Wow.
Hey, I got 9K. Reed has 90K. You know.
Reed does have 90K. Holy cow. Max has 100.
4-cam view again. Here's another big wave. Here we go. Another big wave here in Englewood Beach, Florida. I can't believe this. We have 107,000 people watching. It's insane. That's a lot of people, you know? Thank you, Bob, for becoming a member. Where's the eye? It's about 25 miles to the west of Sarasota. If you're wondering about different storm chasers, by the way, the links to all the storm chasers that we have are in the description. Oh, wind's picking up. Look at this.
For 100.
Big,
Dude, look at
big
this.
wind gust here.
We're shaking.
I is approaching
We're
Bradenton,
shaking
Florida. The
big
wind's
time.
really picking up now.
It's actually starting to go nuts.
We're starting to get a little bit close to that pure northern eye wall.
It's got to be what it is.
It's gonna be.
W's in the
ripping
chat
big
for
time
Kate with
across
the
this
$50
place.
Venmo,
Looks like
and also
DL.
Linda with the Venmo, and Mark.
You got people just out driving around there.
Wow. look at
I
that
did wear the
wind.
costume last night, yes, if you're wondering, yes.
Simon, thank you so much.
Bro, you just gained like freaking 600 subs in like like a minute or something.
Dude, now
That's crazy.
I'm
bro.
definitely hitting 100K by the end.
The Eye of Milton is still about 25, 27 miles offshore.
Yeah.
She's starting to cook.
It's
We
blowing
still got
out the
over an
windshield.
hour. We
We're
got
not
probably
that
about half an hour and a
backwards.
half until landfall still.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Let's go. Appreciate it, everybody.
This gets much stronger. We might have to get back out.
Dude, I mean, the wind is ripping, clearly. I mean,
Dude, this is nuts.
Wind is really picking up.
Look, we're gonna get right.
I
Dude,
know.
If that's what it is right now, it's gonna
I know,
get
this eye wall's-
unbelievable.
I mean, it's gonna,
soon.
eventually that water's gonna be coming right at us right here, too.
Do
you know?
not go anywhere, guys.
Pearls, thank you for the super chat. Zoom out, zoom out.
Zoom out.
They're talking to me.
Oh.
Your stream's already zoomed out,
Yeah,
but
look at that
I was just zooming in to get that
Don't
water
forget,
better.
like
but-
the stream if
think
you're
that's a
enjoying
good
it,
zoom
and
level
make sure to like the stream. Helps
I'm
get this
zoomed
out to more
out, my
people.
goodness.
And we are still over an hour away from landfall, and the wind's really starting to pick up now in Bradenton, Florida.
It
That's
might be,
crazy.
you know.
Make sure to
Guys,
subscribe
are
to the channel as
incredible.
well if
The
you're
support on
new.
these streams is amazing. Love you guys. Dude, look at the freaking
Dude, it's so
Clouds
crazy
there?
right here. Yeah, we can see the clouds too.
what? That just looks
Look at,
scary,
look at that
man.
cloud over there, chat.
That just looks just.
You can see the hole in the cloud. Gina, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, it's power flashes. The
Where?
power flashes across the bay.
Wait, really?
Yes, you can see them.
We are quickly approaching nighttime. What happened in Anna Marie Island? The heck? Is that the right camera? What happened in Anna Marie Island? Did the camera break? I don't know what's going on that camera. The bench, I can't even see the bench anymore. I have to switch it out for the Englewood Beach camera. Give me 1 second. I think we're gonna have to swap it out. The Englewood Beach camera we're gonna have to get. 'Cause I think Anna Marie Island, I think that camera just went out or something. Give me 1 second. We're gonna go back to Connor again.
It's easy.
Backing up
So I
right
can
in there.
switch out that camera.
It's turning.
I don't know. I don't know what happened to that camera. I don't know.
I mean, there's a chance he doesn't see.
I don't know. I don't really know.
Don't know. We got another chaser here. I don't know who he is, but what's up?
Thanks for the super chat, guys. Put you on a half screen for a second to show you a little bit bigger where we are. See that eye wall, that red
Hey, Tanya, for becoming a
out
member.
in the ocean, that's heading right for us. Oh, my bad, guys. I'm gonna turn off the wipers altogether.
Dakota,
don't
I
need them,
know.
really.
It's crazy.
Maybe
My
like
bad.
one wipe or something.
Yeah, my bad. We almost got 10K likes in the stream. Oh my gosh.
Holy cow.
Almost got 10K likes.
Okay, back to this. Now we got 3 cameras up. The other one seems to have gone down. Ooh, just had a big power flash on Connor's stream.
When that happened, so
Really?
it must have been like.
We're going
triggered by
back
that.
like 10 seconds.
I heard
this.
that weird
Yeah,
noise.
Power
I was
flash moments
like,
ago.
Did you hear? Like, what was that?
Yeah, what was that?
It was that thing.
that was weird, bro.
Dude, that tripped me out. But there was a huge power flash when that happened. So
Really?
it must have been like.
Wind is
triggered by
really
that.
surging now here in
That was
Bradenton,
trippy.
Florida. This is the worst of the wind that we've seen thus far.
Oh! Whoa! We're
Go back live. This is probably about 100 mile per hour winds right now in Bradenton, Florida.
We're about to get
Yep.
into that northern eye wall, chat.
We're still not in the most intense.
Shout out to
part.
Bonnie for becoming a VIP Velocity member.
Sharky, thanks for becoming a member. Bailey, thanks for becoming a member there. Can't get to you all, but thank you. Oh! Car's just buffeting, bro. This is nuts. That guy driving through it.
Driving through it like an animal, like a pure Chad.
Oh my.
Whoa!
Roll the window real quick.
No.
Alright, you might have to get the... Yeah, I didn't know.
Now the wipers
Now
gotta
the
go,
wipers
guys.
are
Sorry.
good.
Wipers gotta go now, guys.
I'm gonna leave this.
Oh!
I'm gonna leave this on for 2 seconds. I'll be back in like 30 seconds.
Holy cow.
Oh my gosh.
Those waves might start coming over. Bailey, thank you for the super chat. Endgame, thank you for the super chat. Lawrence, thank you for the super chat.
Wow, it's ripping!
We're approaching 100 here. This is big time wind, extreme wind warning here. This is why.
Oh!
This is insane,
That's
dude.
getting crazy.
Crazy wind here. We told you the other side of the eye wall was more intense.
Yeah. We're not even in it yet, really. We're not even in the backside. We're in the northeast eye wall. We're not
Huge
even
out
there
to
yet.
James, Russ,
Gina,
and
thank you for the
Bradley,
super
also with
chat.
the Venmo donations.
You guys are just tuning in. Welcome in. We're in Bradenton. Things are starting to ramp up. We're getting towards that back eye wall.
Look at the velocities
Oh
there.
my
Holy
gosh.
cow, let me pull that back up. Holy cow, guys, look at the velocities in that eye wall right there. That is insane.
Look at
That's
this.
what we're about to get into. Look at it on Connors.
Look at that. See how we're
Oh.
getting into those big time velocities on the backside. Oh man.
This is gonna get nuts. This is gonna
That's
go
what we're looking
insane,
for
bro.
right there, guys.
Yep. Alright, starting to feel it though. That car like drove up.
All right. Milton again is within hours of landfall here in Florida. The eye is only about 25 miles offshore. It is quickly approaching a landfall, more than likely in Sarasota or Longboat Key, Florida. And there are several cameras going to be right near this eye. The wind is crazy. We're just going to go back to Connor. Look at the wind. It's crazy.
I didn't watch the stream.
Give it a second to load here. Maybe it'll load.
What are they doing? They're watching the stream?
Maybe it won't. There we go.
I didn't watch the stream.
Wind is still very crazy here.
There's no way.
Pull up
There's
there.
no way.
Let me go back to these cameras, though. We got some cameras. Also, this is the Osprey. If you guys remember, this is the Osprey Florida camera. Water's actually going over the dock now. You can see it here, too. Water's now going over the dock. It is in night vision mode. So it's a lot darker, but you can see the water is now going over the dock there. In Osprey, Florida. Back over in Venice, Florida. The water has now gone over the lifeguard tower. Is now moving inland further. So storm surge continues to ramp up. Port Charlotte, Florida has the absolute worst storm surge that we've seen thus far. You can no longer see that pole. The pole is now not there. You can't even see it anymore. Instead, all the water now surging into the beach. Trees are being hit very hard as well. This is leaking inland as well. So we are seeing significant storm surge right now here in Port Charlotte, Florida, which again is basically like Tampa Bay, where water is hard to get let out of there. So that water is just going to kind of stick up in there. This is over in Englewood Beach. The storm surge really ramping up now. We are starting to see the water really get over now this little walkway. So that water is pushing more inland, continuing to become a bigger problem here. Venice, Florida. We got a few others as well. We got Siesta Key, Florida. Nothing yet, but we're going to continue to keep a close eye there. And then back up in Anna Marie Island, it is just pouring. You can't even see anything right now. The rain is very heavy right now, heading in the direction of St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater, Florida. So again, we are starting to get a little bit closer right now to the peak of the really bad weather conditions that we're seeing in terms of storm surge, hurricane force winds, and flooding rainfall. We also have a camera. I forgot. We have a couple others. We have the Osprey one. We have the other one in Venice, Florida, though, and this is right in a little bit further inland, but you can see all the water here. All that water is not supposed to be there, so we're starting to see water move more to the inland areas now as storm surge continues to increase. The water is getting higher, so we are starting to see more and more impacts being felt here across Florida. And bottom of your screen are several of those cameras right now that are all picking up on storm surge. Got Englewood Beach, Florida, and Port Charlotte, Florida. Let's go back to Englewood Beach, Florida, and we'll full screen that one. Landfall has not happened yet. We are still over an hour from landfall. Thank you, Taylor, for the Venmo. Thank you, Matthew, for the super chat, and also Rebecca for the super chat. And this water just keeps getting higher and higher in Englewood Beach, Florida. At some point, I think soon, we're going to see this water actually, like, come more inland. Like, we've seen big waves going over this little mound. I think it's really going to start to raise in height here really soon. Here it comes. Another big wave. Look at that. Crashing right against the walkway. Another big wave. Apparently Connor's picked somebody up. I don't know what exactly happened. Connor and Freddie picked somebody up. I don't know what happened there. Somebody just said, I lost my pool cage screen in East Bradenton in the chat. There might be flying trampolines out there too. Don't forget about the flying trampolines. And we have a gone forever risk for flying trampolines today in Florida. So you can expect your trampoline to be in another zip code tomorrow if you didn't hatch it down. Wind is really starting to pick up now near Englewood, Florida, back through Sarasota. Again, this is like the dry side of the hurricane almost. We don't really have any rain really in this part of the hurricane. Mostly, again, birds that are stuck inside of the eye. But aside from that, again, it's just a lot of dry air here on the eastern side of the eye of Hurricane Milton. And the worst of the storm surge right now in Port Charlotte, Florida. It is nighttime. The water is actually getting closer to the camera level right now in Port Charlotte, Florida. It's starting to really get up there. It is nighttime, so again, it's going to be darker, obviously, on these cameras, but... Englewood Beach... Okay, so we're starting to see the water now come over in Englewood Beach, Florida. We still got some big waves coming in. All the westerly winds are pushing this water inland. So somebody just said, or somebody super chatted and said, wrote out Isabel, a weakening Cat 1 that had been a Cat 5 at one point. Crazy surge. Milton is punching above his weight class just like forecasted. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, people underestimate the surge even with a weakening hurricane. It happened with Katrina. Happened with... No, it didn't really happen with Ian. Ian stayed intense, but it's happened with several hurricanes. And that's why it was forecasted to be a significant surge event, even with the wind decreasing upon landfall. Like, you can see the surge is just really significant right now. The wind's picking up also on the bridge here where Connor's at.
You got a card?
Running over some branches, it looks like.
Just YouTube.
We're pure YouTube.
Well, you're on YouTube, but
Yeah.
you gotta have a name. You gotta have a-
So, Fred...
Side of the eye wall.
You have to spell that out.
It's getting crazy. Thank you, Rachel, for the $10 Venmo. Did I miss a bench update? We haven't really had a bench update. The camera went into night vision mode and we can't see it anymore. So we cannot see the bench, unfortunately. Somebody just said in chat, power is out in Hudson, which is Pasco County. Our next National Hurricane Center positional update will be at 8 o'clock, which is in a little under 30 minutes from now. As a reminder, if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the red button down below and subscribe. And we do live coverage like this all the time. Like the stream, it does help get this out to more people as well. And if you'd like to support Hurricane Milton relief efforts, you can click the pinned link in the chat. We are closing in on $10,000 raised for Hurricane Milton relief efforts. We're going to definitely need it with how many impacts have already been felt here in Florida with tornadoes and now the storm surge, hurricane force winds that are increasing as well. Thank you, Carrie. Appreciate you tuning in. We're going to get an update on the power outages. We now have 362,000 people without power in the state of Florida. A lot of those still remain in eastern Florida where there were several tornadoes, but we are starting to see power outages increasing where the landfall is expected. And again, this is according to poweroutage.us. 362,000 are without power now in Florida. It's going to keep going up. We're probably going to be over 1 million in a few hours. And also, wind is picking up again.
Water comes over that wall.
In Bradenton, Florida, right in the eye wall.
Talking 18-foot swells at the beach, which I'm 17 miles away.
Okay.
But still, man, if it goes 10 feet here, even 8 feet, we're in trouble. You'll see my building when you get there.
Right.
It's about 6 feet high, 5 feet high. But still, even if it goes up...
Wow, we are getting big surge now in Englewood Beach, Florida. Look at that water coming in now. It's almost all flooding over the boardwalk now. So this storm surge all pushing in now. It's really pushing in. It's hard to see with the rain going right against the camera because the rain's coming out of the south because of the wind, or southeast, or no, southwest. But again, all that water pushing right over the boardwalk right now. Water's really getting high. And then back over in Venice, Florida. That water should be getting up here pretty soon. I think Venice, Florida is going to look similar to what we're seeing in Englewood here soon. Just missed this. Power flash.
Yeah, when you go...
Moments ago.
Ah, there it is.
With the atrium, let me out.
In Bradenton, Florida.
Keep going past the atrium, because you can't turn there. You gotta go
Oh my
God. It is. Big blue flash.
You guys are like 2 little kids. Yeah, when you go past the atrium.
Anna.
And I'm from Nebraska.
I'm from Chicago, man.
Hey. Nice. Yeah,
Shout out to Andrew with the $30 Venmo.
you know where Valparaiso, Indiana is?
Appreciate that.
Gary, kind of by Gary.
I don't know, man, but I gotta give you this.
No.
They also Andre, Jessica,
say,
Brett,
man.
Austin,
Okay.
Hey, I
and Rachel
appreciate
with the
it, man.
Venmos.
Believe me.
Venmo donations.
I'm just glad you're here.
Man, the rain is actually... They got rain and also probably the salt water blowing... Whoa, big wave right there. Yeah, this water's going in now. If this was happening an hour ago, you'd be able to see it more clearly, but that water is just smacking up against the boardwalk now. This is the first legitimate time that we've actually seen it flooding over. Here it comes again. Another big one. It looks like a blizzard. Imagine if the cameras had audio, we would all not have earbuds after, or earbuds, yeah, we won't have earbuds tomorrow. Wouldn't be able to hear after tomorrow if that was the case. Somebody asked in the chat, can small shrimp get sucked up into the eye? I don't even know what that, I don't know. It's a weird question. Can we see Port Charlotte? Yeah, this is Port Charlotte. It's on the bottom right of your screen, too. This is live in Port Charlotte. Storm surge still very high here in Port Charlotte. Man, you can't see anything now. Look at that. Jeez. Hey, Doug. Appreciate that. W's in the chat for Doug. Thank you, Sarah, for the super chat as well. Do you think bingo is canceled? I would assume so much, honestly. If bingo's not canceled, I'm concerned. Huge shout out to Michael with the $50 donation, with the donation link. Thank you for the awesome coverage. We're here in Colorado. Our daughter and grandbabies are in a bathtub in Melbourne. Thank you for the donation. Thank you also, Mark, for the $10 donation from Pennsylvania. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at MaxVelocityWX. We are posting lots of photos and videos on there. Also, make sure to follow us on Facebook, same handle at MaxVelocityWX. Links are in the description. You can also join our Discord server and join our community. The link is down below. We do have a new update from the Weather Prediction Center. Major to catastrophic flooding is expected anywhere in this purple outlined area. They are expecting at least 5 to 8 inches of rain in this area, perhaps even more. So anywhere in the purple, that entire area, you need to make sure that you are ready for the flooding potential. If you're in a low-lying area, you shouldn't be there. Catastrophic flooding is major, at least major, but if not catastrophic flooding expected in that entire area. Wind gusts are up to 90 miles per hour now, near Bradenton, Florida, by the way.
The bro did not care about.
W's in the chat for John with the $50 super chat. Appreciate it. Also, Billy Bob for the Venmo. We see the Helene debris camera. Not sure anything's happening there yet. This is the debris camera on the top of your screen. Nothing's really happened there yet. Just windy and raining. This camera is by far one of the crazier ones that we have. Both Port Charlotte and Englewood Beach. Again, these are the Project Mesovorts on Radar Omega. All the water surging here onto the boardwalk. Keeps on surging. If you are new to the channel, by the way, make sure to subscribe. Hey, Patriot for the super chat. Wow, this water is... the camera, I don't know how high the camera's propped up, but I mean, this boardwalk, that's the boardwalk right there. It's hard to see. That's the boardwalk. All the water just keeps hitting it. It's almost going to go... like, the water's almost going to just be flooding over it here soon. These cameras are holding in really well. Shout out to Radar Omega for keeping these cameras intact in good spots. Storm surge continues in Port Charlotte as well. That'll continue to be at the bottom right of your screen on whenever we're on this scene. But again, Hurricane Milton is closing in on landfall. We are still about 20 miles from landfall, so we still have a little over an hour, I would say, until landfall, which means the catastrophic impacts for areas like Englewood are still not even at the peak. Like, what we're seeing in Englewood is still not the peak of the storm surge. So... and also, here's Venice. Look at this. Water's coming up in Venice. Venice, Florida. We're starting to see the water now surging. It's actually going down this walkway now. I know it's hard to see, but it's now going down the walkway. So we are starting to see that water surge here in Venice, Florida, right on the beach. Now going down the sandy walkway there. Thank you, Troy and Mello. Appreciate it. Thank you, Nicholas, for becoming a member. Oh, just had a power flash right there. You guys see that? I just clicked onto it. Just had a power flash right here in the background. It just happened. Apparently there have been several power flashes on that camera. Hey, Robert, also for the $20 donation on PayPal. Hey, John, appreciate that. Wow, these waves are crashing. Look at that. They're like whipping in here. They're going really fast. They're going like car speed. That wave, I think, just bounced water into the camera. Surge is crazy. Look at the wind.
Look at the
in Bradenton, Florida.
Waves.
I just saw one
slosh over.
Bradenton, Florida's seeing probably around 100 mile per hour winds right now. This is live.
Yeah, trees.
Down?
The
down.
power pole's down.
These trees are knocked over.
That is really strong winds.
And the lights down.
I think I see a wild storm.
This could be a wild storm under media. Absolutely destroying the rental. Wow. Just pounding the rental in seawater.
Yep, that's them.
Yep.
W rental. Another branch or tree or something down
Look
there.
at all those locations.
Very windy in Bradenton, Florida.
Utah, Wyoming, UK.
All over.
London.
Yeah, look at this. The storm surge just keeps crashing onto the boardwalk. Another big one. That one wasn't as big as the last one. Hey, Nancy, for becoming a member. Somebody just said in the chat, I'm from South Venice, Florida. Anyone want to hop on Fortnite right now? I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think now is the time to hop on Fortnite.
Oh, yeah.
All year long we've been doing this.
Thank you, Chris, for the super chat.
That northern back eye well's headed
It's
right
going to
for
get
us.
even more intense.
We officially have hit 20,000 people watching. Oh my gosh, that's a record by like 5K. Welcome in, everyone.
What's that?
That sounds like something hit the vehicle.
Yeah, I think some debris just hit the car.
Not sure what kind of debris, but CR, thanks for the super chat, man.
It's still going. Oregon, Canada.
Power's out in
guys,
safety
this is what
harbor.
we're
What somebody just said in the
If you
chat.
think the wind is crazy now,
Yeah, and Hurricane Milton approaching landfall. Very heavy rain is currently falling across much of Tampa Bay, St. Petersburg, and then back through areas near Lakeland. Flooding is very likely, could be even major to catastrophic across the Tampa Bay area over the next several hours. And apparently St. Augustine area is starting to see some storm surge, which they're, by the way, back over here on the East Coast. So storm surge is starting to begin to be more of a problem here on the East Coast of Florida. Not an area that we have any cameras, but 3 to 5 feet of storm surge will be possible, mostly overnight tonight to tomorrow morning. Go back to the wind.
coming up.
Maybe we
I'm sorry, we got
almost
plenty.
want to get out of the car.
We got plenty of
Big
elevation.
power flashes out my window.
There's so many power flashes.
Just
It's not even
chaos
funny.
here, guys.
There's a flash flood warning now in effect for
Still
Polk and
power
Sumter
here, though.
counties until 10:45 p.m. tonight, by the way. That's the latest information. basically all of Tampa and St. Petersburg
Come on, guys,
area.
almost a 10K likes. Almost a 10K likes.
If you guys are just
Run up those
tuning-
likes on my stream, guys,
just
and
tuning-
Connor's stream.
If you guys are just tuning in, we're in Bradenton, Florida. Just took an old, just took Unc. We're gonna call him Unc.
Call him on.
Huge power flash up there. We just took Unc back to his house.
Uncle James.
He left his car in
Thank you,
the
Wendy.
parking
Appreciate it.
garage. Smart man. We just took him back.
Actually, here's the money right here. He just dropped this. He's like, it's just like here, and I'm like, dude, I don't need it, but
Unc said he's giving us lunch money.
yeah. He's like, oh, you can buy something, although you can't buy anything.
Mike,
with it, so.
that's the third huge power
Maybe we
flash
should
over
just
there.
look that way.
I don't know. I'm thinking about it.
Just point that way. Well, we can't really see much this way.
St. Petersburg will
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
see flooding, but not related to the storm surge. There might be a little bit of storm surge flooding, but it'll be mostly rain flooding.
Find it?
Yeah. Well, if that water starts actually coming over, I don't want to.
Don't want to get too far
Yeah.
away from the
Yeah.
freaking.
Yeah, this is in Bradenton, Florida. 100 plus
there's so
mile
many
per hour
people.
winds right now.
So many people out here.
He is wrong.
Just chasers everywhere. Wow.
This back eye wall's coming in.
Hey, Eric,
Taking a
for the
little
super
bit of a
chat.
break right now. It looks like.
Cactus.
Back to the 3-cam view. This is still a Category 3, maximum sustained winds at 120 miles per hour. So it is still a intense Cat 3 hurricane. There's currently aircraft recon inside of the hurricane, and they're measuring flight level wind speeds at 120 miles per hour. They're actually measuring higher wind speeds. Oh, you guys can't see it. This is moments ago. They're actually measuring flight level wind speeds at almost 120 knots, which would be almost Cat 4 level winds. We just missed this.
All right, power's
Go
out
back
here.
a second.
The hospital generator's keeping these lights on.
Big power flash moments
Great.
ago.
So
Appreciate
many
Watch
super
this.
chats and Venmos and PayPals. Can't get to all of them, but appreciate all of them.
You guys donating helps us. You know, keeps us out here doing what we like to do.
Give it a second.
Chasing these storms, warning people, helping people.
Yes, sir. Guys are the only reason we're able to do this.
There you go. Big power flash.
Right there, right there.
Oh wait, sparks!
Yeah, it's
That's what a power flash looks like.
Sparks, huge.
Because, like, all the stuff's going to be behind us. Could even pull in the little parking lot there, or...
Who's down here?
I don't know. I think that's maybe
Storm Runner?
I think Storm Runner's down there.
Are they hit by the? What are they doing over
I
here?
don't know. Let's make sure they're okay.
I can't even see.
Dude,
I can't see.
Man,
this
this
is
wind's
getting
just crazy.
incredible.
There goes power
flash
again.
somewhere. Just turned out the lights for a
Power's
second
coming
again.
back on. Did they
Oh!
hit?
Huge gust! Huge gust! Huge
Oh
gust!
my goodness.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful here. We're like,
What in the
Oh my
world is
God.
happening? You can't even see
Get
anymore.
back
We're
out.
getting out of here.
Wait, I think they're good, right?
Yeah, they're good.
I'm
I'm
gonna text them.
backing
Oh
up
my
out of
God.
I'm
this.
gonna text them. They know.
Oh, tree coming down at me.
All right, let's
Trees
get out of the tree zone.
That tree just came down.
That tree almost just took us
That
out.
tree just came down.
Dude!
Took me out. Watch out! Hang
That's
on!
the side window.
Hang on!
That wind got really strong really fast.
Hang on!
Let's get out. Oh, that tree almost just fell too.
Dude, these trees are coming down on this road.
These are wind gusts at least over 100 miles per hour.
There.
Just back up.
Gotta get away from the
Back
poles and the
up.
trees. Big power flash over there.
That was insane.
That's intense.
That road, it's just that road right
Them
there.
up there, did
I'm
they
pretty
Backed
sure
up and
that's
it's like,
them.
it's like, I mean, it's not calm, but it's calmer.
Make sure they're alright.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy up
That
there.
road's sketchy.
That tree almost came down right on top
Google,
of us.
bro. I don't need you.
Hey, Lori, put some W's in the chat
That
for
tree
Lori. Appreciate
literally
the
almost
generosity.
came down on us. Oh my
Trying to call-
god.
Dude, that tree almost took us out, bro.
That was scary up there, bro. That was
Note to
crazy.
self, do not be around trees.
Oh my gosh, that was insane up there. It's still insane.
That was
up there.
crazy.
Look at that up there.
I'm trying to get a hold of it.
Hey, Leah, appreciate
Yeah,
that.
you-
W's in the
you get
chat for
up there?
Leah.
Is that you guys up there?
Are you up in front of us?
Yeah. Whose phone is this?
Wait,
Is this your phone?
Is Stormer Media inside of this?
Yeah.
No, this is my.
wait.
No, that's my
Oh,
phone.
that's Freddie's phone.
This is my
Oh,
phone.
I had your dad, dude.
I don't know exactly where they are.
That's what I call it when you call.
What? Wait,
I might have to go to Stormer Media here.
What is Freddie's dad calling?
I don't know
okay,
why they're
that's
not up on
crazy.
my
No,
screen.
this is my phone.
That was crazy up there.
We just were checking in on you because, like,
See
we
ya.
were trying to come up to you, and then, like, literally trees started falling next to us. So we were like, "Are they good?" We're coming up to you right now.
Coming up. We're coming back.
I don't know if I would. I mean, we're in one spot where
This is Stormer Media. Look at this.
I would. I mean, we're in one spot where
right inside of the most intense winds currently happening in Bradenton, Florida.
These winds are really starting.
Hey, Tanya, for the $20 PayPal.
We're good.
Yeah, Connor's in his own car. Thank you, Cap and Ray, for the $50 super chat. W's in the chat for Cap and Ray. Thank you, Diana, Anna, Kim, Super, Gail,
Landfall's gonna be just to our south.
and Phil, all for the Venmos.
All right, I appreciate it. You guys good? All right, that's good. Good work, guys.
It's going crazy again.
We're a production company.
Oh,
Tree is down right in front of them, by the way.
You rock.
thanks.
Okay, thanks, bro.
Thank you, Kenneth. W's in the chat for Kenneth.
What is happening?
Wait, who just ran up to you guys? What?
There are people riding it out in Bradenton, Florida.
Did he say not put it on
Don't put it on. We just
That's what it looks like right now in Bradenton.
Everybody
He
heard
just-
it.
yeah.
We just don't show the car.
Yeah, yeah.
Just don't show the
Surging
car.
100 plus mile per hour wind
A
gusts.
huge power
Oh!
flash behind us. I'm gonna let you go. I don't wanna. But yeah, we're good. We're good.
Landfall's gonna be very soon, guys. Very soon.
All right, I'll talk to you later, bro.
Garrett said Landfall's gonna be to our south, by the way. I don't know if that changes.
Yeah, well, that's perfect.
That's
because
perfect for
that's gonna
us.
put us right in that northern eye wall.
Okay. All right, sounds good.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Dude,
What is happening?
Dude, what is happening on the stream? It just keeps getting more insane.
Wow, big wind, big water. Look at up there,
Dude!
Man, look at the wind.
Oh my gosh!
Now we're
it's
getting hit
ripping.
by,
Just keeps getting stronger.
Okay. Oh, here we
For
go.
reference,
Yeah.
they're
we're
up in
about to
here
get- we're about
on your
to get-
screen.
Guys,
This is
we're
the
almost
eye.
to it
They're in
right
the eye
here.
wall.
This is the most intense stuff right there.
Honestly, the wind might not even be at its peak yet. The worst of
Not
the wind's on
even
the
in it
north
yet.
side of
Look
this
what's
hurricane.
happening here. This is not even
They're
the
not
most
really
intense
in that
part.
right now.
The eye wall.
I'm at 95K.
You're 95K. You're hitting 100K tonight.
I actually might hit 100K.
You're hitting
tonight.
100K tonight, bro. Up to 180.
Oh my gosh, big gust! Rocking the car.
Oh, coming back.
Rocking the car.
Starting to go crazy here again.
Rocking the car. Oh, big gust!
By the way, they
Whoa!
man, right to the right of them, there is a the Manatee
Start
River is
shaking.
there in Bradenton. So all that
It's a
water
pretty
that's
strong
going over, a
hurricane.
lot of that's
More
from
than
the
I thought it
ocean.
was gonna be
Well, it's
like.
because we're right on the water.
Yeah, it is, but I guess true.
Yeah.
Something behind us too now.
Guys, we also have a Discord. Mateo is plugging the Discord in the chat. We'd be happy to have you in our Discord. Oh my gosh.
Wow. Just a consistent like 80
This is
mile an hour
crazy.
wind here. My phone is like tweaking out right now.
This guy's trying to get by.
I think so. Yeah, I don't know what's
Oh wait, did we ever?
Huh?
We never cleared out this back so I could get my phone charging again.
Oh, shoot. We could pop back in. And thank you for the super chat.
I gotta pop back in and get my phone charging.
Do you want to just go into the garage? Or do you want... Here, let me just unbuckle here. I'm gonna try
See if you can.
I'm gonna try to see if I can work it.
Yeah, just whatever's on this cord. It's my bag. It's my bag. I'm pretty sure.
There's so many.
Thank you, Mari. Appreciate that.
Book is.
Oh my gosh.
Your bag is. There's so much.
Oh my
crap
gosh.
in
Well,
here.
whatever you did,
Did it work?
whatever you did worked.
Okay, bet.
So,
All right, phone's charging.
it's not charging.
Phone is not charging. Might have got bumped loose.
It got unplugged from my battery, I think. Yeah, I got unplugged from the battery.
Oh shoot.
Now it's charging. We're good.
Hey, there we
The
go.
stream's alive. Wow, big wind.
It's just getting
It's
stronger.
just getting crazier, man.
It just keeps getting stronger. Hold on, mods. Okay.
We'll have to be in the northern eye wall, and then we're gonna be in the back eye wall for another, long time.
Oh my gosh. So how many people do we have watching between both of us right now? I got 16K,
I got
you got
27.
27K. What's the math on that? We're approaching like
50 or
we're
something. I don't know.
50K?
This is good. We're getting
Approaching 50,000 people.
we hope we're helping getting the word out too
That's
about what's
insane.
happening here. You know,
By the way, guys, share the stream. If you have
Landfall-
people that
landfall's in about an hour.
big
Whoa.
power flash next to us, you hear it?
Yeah, I heard it. Power just went. It might have gone down for sure now.
If you have anybody in the path of the storm, share the stream with them too to just let them
I
know
did.
that this
Add
is a real
something.
deal situation too.
Well, guys, the only reason we're out here this close is because we got a parking garage, so we know we got a safe place literally 100 feet from us.
Literally right there.
Like, we got a safe place.
Only reason we're here. Otherwise, we'd just be playing with fire.
Otherwise, it wouldn't be very. You could.
It's Back over to Storm Runner Media, also in Bradenton, Florida. And wind is still very strong here as the eye of Hurricane Milton is approaching landfall.
We're on the lakefront. Our number, how do I put it? We're on, like...
This isn't the Gulf of Mexico directly next to us.
Yeah,
So we may have a little bit of protection, but we also have we have multiple easy escape routes.
Thank you, Royal, for the super chat. Purple banner on top is reporting Hurricane Helene info and the Florida Big Bend.
It won't.
What?
It's not here yet.
What's that even mean?
That, or I mean, this. I think this would be that, or it still has to rise in there, which means it's going to come up.
Yeah.
Robert, thank you for the super chat.
Thank you.
Right behind us.
Who?
Oh.
How does the squad donation, y'all squad donations meter work? So if you donate with the pin link in the chat or in the description, that number will go up automatically. So again, it's for Hurricane Milton relief efforts. That's what I now have that below me, by the way. That'll be there for probably the rest of the stream.
Knock, knock.
So if you want to donate, it's a non-profit. It'll be able to help Hurricane Milton relief efforts. There's a link in the description.
Wow.
It's going crazy again. Back to Connor too.
Come down at some point.
Probably.
But why are they still
Winds
sitting
continue to stay
there?
very strong here in Bradenton, Florida. Thank you, Sherry, for the super chat.
They're crazy. Okay. Make sure my spotter location's updating here.
My scroller says Big Bend.
We're not going back to the
that's not good.
bridge.
No.
Guys.
The only reason we crossed the bridge again the other time was because to get that guy back to his apartment. Here we go. Big
Literally
gust.
only reason we did it.
Up here by,
It's fixed.
Whoa.
Wow.
Look at that wind.
We're getting close to
There's basically no visibility out here right now in Bradenton. The eye of Hurricane Milton, within about 10 to 15 miles of landfall in Florida. All right, latest update from the National Hurricane Center has just come in on Hurricane Milton. So we have a new update on Hurricane Milton from the National Hurricane Center. Milton is close to making landfall along the coast and west coast of Florida. Life-threatening storm surge, damaging winds, and flooding rains occurring across portions of central and southwestern Florida. So the latest update is that this is still a Category 3 hurricane. Maximum sustained winds are currently at 120 miles per hour. And in addition to that, the pressure is at 954 millibars. So this is still a Category 3 hurricane. Again, maximum sustained winds at 120 miles per hour. Pressures at 954 millibars. It will be making landfall probably within the next hour, would be my guess. It is moving east-northeast at about 15 miles per hour. So if we count for that and where the position of the eye is currently located, this is within about, I would say, 50 minutes or so of making landfall, to be honest. Like, it is really close to making landfall here in Florida. With that being said, let's go full cam to Englewood Beach, Florida. This is one of the Radar Omega mesovorts. Storm surge again continues to really hammer the coastline here in Englewood Beach. You can see the boardwalk on the bottom left of your screen. I'll outline it for you a little bit. That is where storm surge continues to pound the side there of the boardwalk. Big waves continue. They're really racing in there too. And then storm surge back over in Port Charlotte remains, it's still very significant. Look at the water, just keeps racing in as well here in Port Charlotte. Water has likely gone inland by about a mile or two at this point. The pole is no longer visible. This water has gone up several feet. You can see the water just keeps racing in there. Again, it's hard to see it because it's nighttime, but all that water is essentially just pushing inland right now. Huge waves. Port Charlotte continues to see really big waves here. See them all. They're very frequent, too. They're every, like, 2 to 3 seconds. Apparently, Fort Myers has suspended emergency services due to the storm surge, by the way. That's what I'm seeing in the chat. Shout out to Faith with the $50 Venmo, and Bree and Lewis and Diana with this very generous Venmo donations. And thank you, Dimitri, for the $50 donation through PayPal. Appreciate that. Stay safe in Jacksonville. See if there's anything else crazy happening here along the coast. You got Venice, Florida. The water's been starting to come up. We'll see if it comes up further. It's hard to see. Can't really see anything there right now either. Back over in Osprey, Florida. The water, there's a dock right here. The water keeps going over the dock in Osprey, Florida. Starting to see water come over the dock. Siesta Key, Florida. Can't really see much there right now. Looks like the water's coming up there as well. And then back over in Anna Marie Island. It's impossible to see anything other than rain right now. And then Mitchell Beach is also kind of in the same boat. Can't really see much right now there. Again, big storm surge for both Port Charlotte. Man, the waves are huge here. Port Charlotte's been seeing huge waves coming in. Big storm surge. And high tide's in a few hours, so this water's just going to keep going up. Thank you, Ethan. Appreciate that. Thank you, Stephanie, for the 5 gifted members. We have just crossed $10,000 raised for Hurricane Milton relief efforts. W's in the chat. Thank you, Mitty. Appreciate that. Landfall is expected to be in the next 60 minutes or so. It's an earlier than expected landfall. Kind of expected it to be after midnight. That's what it kind of looked like last night. This is live in Bradenton, where the eye wall is. The peak of the wind is currently happening in Bradenton. 100 plus mile per hour wind gusts actively happening here. Right next to the Manatee River, which is why there's tons of water coming over as well.
I don't even know how long we're going to be in this. I mean, we're going to be in this thing for hours.
We're going to be in this thing all night, dude.
Thank you, Matt.
We're not going to be able to do anything other than just ride the sucker out right here.
We are 3 members away from 100 new members on the channel today.
Might as well get a house.
Sheesh.
It's unbelievable. Zad, thank you for the gift of membership. Still got this extreme wind warning in effect here, guys.
Pete asks, hey, would you guys have intercepted Milton at peak 180?
Looks like the landfall of Hurricane Milton will be making landfall in Manatee and Sarasota counties. The winds are really blowing out of Tampa Bay, so that's kind of holding the storm surge back for those in the Tampa Bay area. But storm surge has continued to remain a big issue. Again, pounding the coastline. Again, bottom of your screen is the storm surge. Both Englewood Beach and as well as Port Charlotte. As a reminder, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below. If every one of you subscribes right now, we might be able to hit 600,000 subscribers tonight. I think it's possible. Like 39,000 away, I think, or something like that. Thank you, Neil, for becoming a member. Power outages are increasing in Florida. We are now over 500,000 without power in Florida. So this is the latest on power outages. Now over 500,000 without power in Florida. Really increasing down the west coast of Florida. Main counties are Hernando County, which is 33% without power, and Manatee County, which is currently a little over 50,000 without power. Sarasota, Hillsborough, and Pinellas counties, all a little over 100,000 combined. Power outages are continuing to increase. The worst of the winds that we are expecting out of Milton is really here, by the way. So, you know, I know we've been showing like Connor and Storm Hunter Media in the same area. They are about to probably be in the peak of the wind. They have not, I don't feel like they've actually hit it, because the worst of the wind is going to be in this area, I think, on the northern side of the eye wall. So I do think the wind's going to really start to ramp up. The good news for Tampa Bay is that the wind is coming out more of the northeast. So that should actually push a lot of the water back out into the ocean. So we'll kind of see if that happens, but I think that's probably what's going to end up happening. Here's Englewood Beach. Still got water racing up here inland. Thank you, Jenny. Appreciate that. Thank you, Christopher, for the generosity. We just had a windy gust of 50 miles per hour. You didn't put a location, but I do appreciate the report. Thank you, Melissa, for the $50 Venmo, and Evan with the $25 Venmo. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, there's already 500,000 without power in Florida, and we've yet to see landfall. So that number is only going to keep climbing. Here's Port Charlotte. Wow, this water, I can't, you can't really tell, but it just looks higher than like earlier. The waves are way more frequent here coming in. Take a quick screenshot of this. And Hurricane Milton, within about 10 miles of landfall. Means we're probably under an hour away from landfall. Just posted that on Twitter. If you want to go check it out, retweet it, share it, like it, whatever. On Twitter at MaxVelocityWX. Same thing on Facebook. Thank you, Aaron, for the super chat. Appreciate that, Dana. Thank you. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this coverage. If you are, make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you, George, for becoming a member. Dwight from The Office has a YouTube channel. That's cool. I do not look like Dwight.
Give it a super chat there, Carl.
Alright, let me go look at that real quick.
You be with the
The Storm Hunter Media, they're still
live here
in Bradenton, Florida, right along the bay. Still big waves crashing up in Manatee River near Bradenton, Florida. Look at that big wave. Taking big shots from those waves. Thank you, Vanessa, for the $10 PayPal donation.
Okay, do I need to do something else?
Guys, I don't look like Dwight or Buzz Lightyear. I look like neither.
What else to do, really?
I do not look like Buzz Lightyear.
I don't know, do you guys want us to stay here or drive around? What do you guys think in chat?
I only want to drive around a little bit. Like I said, gas is limited and it's declining still. We're at a quarter of a tank right now. I have backup fuel. I just don't want to get out and put it in right now. What does the rain feel against your skin? Like little pebbles.
No problem, Nicole. Appreciate the generosity.
Drive around a bit. Seaton, thank you for gifting 10 memberships.
Wow, this one's crazy. Still going crazy in Bradenton. Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate the generosity.
All these trees are down here. Ready to turn back smooth.
Thank you, Katie. Appreciate that. Thank you, JG, as well for the super chat. So I just said, hey, Buzz, how's it going? Guys, I'm not Buzz. We're not going to call me Buzz either.
It's weird that I did.
Nobody's going to call me Buzz Lightyear. Please.
So wasn't it charging before?
Yeah.
And now it's doing it to your phone?
Yeah.
Huge shout out to Christian with the $115 Venmo. W's in the trap for Christian. As well as Tommy, Francis, Heather, Ann, Crystal, Mark, Isabella. Thank you guys all for the Venmo donations. You guys are way too kind. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, Mark, too. The donations are crazy, guys. I appreciate the generosity. You guys are crazy. Put in the most simplistic terms. Hey, Paul. The landfall's about to make... We're about to have landfall. We're like... The eye of the hurricane's like 8 miles away from landfall. We're getting awfully close to landfall right now in Florida. Again, catastrophic rainfall falling right now across areas like Tampa, Lakeland, Four Corners. We're going to see the potential for significant flooding again tonight across much of central and western Florida. So be prepared. Power outages will probably still be widespread again across much of central Florida. It's going to come in segments. Again, West Coast is where it's starting. Central and eastern Florida will be happening overnight tonight. So, and have flashlights ready to go. Don't forget about that. Have flashlights, phones charged up. Take the proper precautions if you've not already. Hopefully you have at this point, but if you've not, it's a good time to do so. And we are likely to see widespread power outages tonight across a large chunk of Florida. Buzz Lightyear is crazy. That is crazy. Stop saying Buzz Lightyear, guys. I'm not Buzz or Dwight. Thank you, Adventures, to the super chat. Thank you, Robin, with the $100 super chat. W's in the chat for Robin. Thank you, Terry, as well. Looks like the eye of Hurricane Milton is about to make landfall. Very close. It's going to be making landfall probably in Sarasota, Florida. This actually, let's go full cam to this. This is in Siesta, Florida. At the bottom of your screen, it looks like the water is now on the road. I can't tell what in the world is floating, but there's stuff floating down this road in Siesta, Florida. It looks like we've actually gotten storm surge here. And then Osprey, Florida, the water continues to go over the deck there. And then Venice, Florida. This is along the beach. Hard to see anything, but we've been seeing some minor storm surge there thus far. Should ramp up in a little bit. Here's Englewood Beach, Florida, where the storm surge and the wind has been very strong here over the last few hours. Here comes another big wave. There it goes. More big storm surge. And back over in Port Charlotte, Florida. Huge surge. Port Charlotte's been the worst for storm surge from what we've seen thus far. W's in the chat for Christopher with the $200 super chat. One of Verita Beach has a steady 30-mile-per-hour winds. It's not too shabby. WDC also for the super chat. No, I'm not saying it. Not saying that phrase. Thank you, Trisha, Kelly, Robert, Brian for the Venmo donations. There's roof damage in oh wow, look at this, guys. This is Brandon Kopic on Radar Omega and on YouTube. Big damage being spotted. This is in Sarasota, Florida. Looks like big structural damage. What is that? Is that a hotel? Or is that a bank? It looks like a bank. Heavy damage to this bank in Sarasota, Florida. Bank of America. Gotcha. W's in the chat for Steel with the $300 super chat. Bidding war starts at $2.99, bruh. Appreciate the generosity. W's in the chat for Steel. In case there are any TikTokers that are stealing my YouTube feed, we are on max velocity on YouTube, just letting you know, if you're watching on TikTok right now.
Is this,
TikTokers will be taken down.
is this technically Sarasota?
Hey, John for the super chat.
Let me check. I think it's technically Bradenton according to the map.
Getting very close to landfall. Thank you, CG for the super chat. By the way, we are about 50,000 views on this stream from hitting 2 million views. That is insane. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Wild. This is just moments ago. Brandon Kopic on Radar Omega and on YouTube. Looking at a Bank of America that has heavy damage right now. Just happened in Sarasota, Florida. Landfall will probably be in the next 15 to 20 minutes is my guess, but we'll see. Brandon trying to get some money from the bank right now? Is he looking for some money? Imagine. Hey, Stephanie for the super chat. There's a... Thank you, Victoria, for the $50 Venmo. Katie or Kate, as well as Liz and Denia for the Venmos. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, Megan, as well. Shivania. Yeah, I'd expect landfall probably in the next 15 to 20 minutes. I mean, the eye again is like right here. It's barely offshore of Sarasota right now. Kind of looked like Brandon was going to go to that bank, I'm not going to lie. Right through like the drive-thru or whatever it is. Hey, Beth. Appreciate the generosity. Looks more like Peter Griffin, but on a diet. Dude, there's no shot. Do not look like Peter Griffin. It's a Category 3 hurricane right now. Maximum sustained winds at 120 miles per hour. Thank you, Thomas. I don't know, Thomas, honestly. They probably start to see wind picking up, and then they fly. Like, the birds probably think, like, the eye is the safe place to go, and then they just get stuck in it. I'm guessing that's, like, that's how they do it.
Flag.
You know what?
Wind's picking up again in Bradenton, Florida. Hey, pause and play resort for the $50 super chat. W's in the chat.
I'll go get it. I'll go get the flag real quick.
Brent's going to get the flag, guys.
Has not made official landfall yet. No, it's not on land yet.
Wow.
It will be probably very soon though.
Oh my gosh.
Brent's going to save it, guys.
Here's the wind. Saving the American flag. I think that's what that is.
Yeah.
W.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
While that happens, the wind continues to stay strong in Bradenton, Florida.
Here we go. We're getting into it, guys. We're getting into it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's strong. That is rocking the car.
They're now on the northern side of the eye wall. This is where the strongest the wind should be for Hurricane Milton.
Flag, no.
Wasn't an actual flag?
It was like a, I think it was like a city, like.
Do we have a trash bag?
Like welcome to the city or something like that.
Oh, wasn't an actual. It wasn't an actual flag, guys.
Did it for America.
We need a freaking trash bag.
I just don't have one. I mean, we had the.
Hey, you count it for the 5 gifted members.
Bags with food in it. Just don't snag it.
What's this?
Oh,
right here.
yeah.
Hey, the helmet bag's gonna come useful.
Helmet bag. Where's the 10
Thank you, Cody. Appreciate that. Thank you, Tammy, for the super chat
We're
as
not in
well.
the surge zone.
We're not going for the surge.
Intentionally. Man, I want those Oreos.
Thank you, Jennifer, Victoria, Jesus, and as well as Lillian for the super chats. Or the Venmos, excuse me.
Find the Oreos.
No.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's intense now, guys. We're about to go back out in it. I'm gonna chug this core power and then drink some water. I need some protein, guys.
I'm gonna take a Starbucks real quick.
As a reminder, there is a high wind or extreme wind warning in effect for this entire orange box. You need to be staying away from windows if you're anywhere near Tampa or St. Petersburg. As Hurricane Milton approaches landfall, the worst of the wind, again, is going to be really around the eye wall, which is basically this entire area here. Almost looks like an Among Us character. All right, that entire area, we're looking at very high winds expected in that entire spot, that entire area. Port Charlotte, storm surge continues to stay very high. Again, this is a live camera on the Radar Omega app. If you are a subscriber inside the app, you can check these cameras out. To download it, it's the top link in the description below on iOS and Android. Again, right now, storm surge continues to stay very rampant here across the west coast of Florida. This is in, again, Port Charlotte. Waves are very high. They're moving inland. We're probably seeing inland flooding. This doesn't show that, but it shows it right along the beach. Water is very high as of right now. And then in Englewood Beach, we are also still seeing storm surge. You can see the waves coming up here. This is right along the beach. Boardwalk is right here. Water continues to stay very high, probably moving inland as well. You can see it right there. Hits the boardwalk once again. Significant storm surges continuing. And we are getting reports that Hurricane Milton is in the process of making landfall. It has not yet officially made landfall, though. And here's Venice. Venice is just windy, really, right now. Over in Osprey, Florida, the water... Actually, there's a wood... What is this? There's like a wood plank here now. That wasn't there before. The water's been going over onto the dock here. We actually have like a wood plank now on the dock. I don't know how that got there. That was not there before, unless I'm going crazy. Then Siesta Key, Florida. Look at this. The storm surge is really getting up there now. Look at the water. You actually got a mattress floating down the river, or the road here. This is a road. This is a little bit more inland on Siesta Key, and then you got this like mattress or something floating down the waterway here. And something else right there. This was a road. The storm surge in Siesta Key has obviously gotten up there now. You got stuff actively floating down the road. This is a road. Yes, this was a road. Like not even an hour ago, this was not even flooded. Are those fish? I don't think they are fish. No. I don't know what that is. I can't tell. It looks like a mattress floating down the river. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate the donation on PayPal. Yeah, it's pretty bad right now. This is, again, just a river. And there, all this debris right here, by the way, is from Hurricane Helene's storm surge like 2 weeks ago. So just an FYI, it's not supposed to be there. But, yeah, that's going to kind of just go down this roadway. Don't have any update on the bench. Again, the camera's in night vision mode, and it's really raining hard, so you can't see it. Every single camera, or not every single camera, but several cameras at the bottom of your screen, picking up all the crazy action here in Florida. As a reminder, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. If every one of you subscribes right now, there is a chance by the end of the stream we get to 600,000 subscribers. Make sure to subscribe down below. There are also Kelly, Jennifer, Joanne, and Lillian for the Venmo donations. Bradenton wind gusts have been up near 100 miles per hour. Observation-wise, I think the wind speeds were like at 60 to 70, but I don't trust them. A lot of those stations are also a little bit further inland. Like, if you're right along the beach and you observe a wind speed, it's usually way higher. That's what we're looking for the peak wind speed. Thank you, Stephanie, for another 5 gifted members. Back to the crazy wind here in Bradenton, Florida. The wind continues to stay very strong here near the eye wall of Hurricane Milton in Bradenton, Florida.
Then we also got a parking garage, just in case. My phone's like locking up or something. It's just acting weird right now.
Apparently Brandon Kopic is like 20 subscribers away from 200K. Make sure to go subscribe to him. Thank you, Mike, for the 5 gifted members.
Plug it.
Whoa!
Almost there.
Big power
where was
flash. Somewhere over here.
Okay, let's go find it. Drive to Tampa.
Brandon just hit 200,000 subscribers. Big W's.
Tampa St. Peterburg's getting.
Thank you, Rebecca, for the super chat.
Drive to Tampa, grow some balls, please.
Really?
Yeah, that's what somebody said in the chat, bro.
Okay, buddy.
Do I report on weather every day? I report when weather's significant.
Scarier.
We're live for significant weather events. This being one of them.
I have faith in the parking garage.
I wonder where Stormrunner went.
Let me pull up their location real quick. Well, they're all the way. Oh my gosh, they're all the way out.
They went to the beach.
Hurricane Milton is probably minutes away from making landfall in Florida. If not, it's seconds away from landfall. I think we have an update from the National Hurricane Center. I'm trying to pull it up. All right, breaking news. Hurricane Milton has officially made landfall in Florida as a Category 3 hurricane. Maximum sustained winds at 120 miles per hour, pressure 954 millibars, has made landfall near Siesta Key, Florida, in Sarasota County along the west coast of Florida. So it has officially made landfall in Florida. That does not mean the impacts are done. They are still going, and they're still, I mean, honestly, they're still getting worse, especially with the storm surge. And the wind continues to stay very strong. Look at this.
Whoa!
Look at the wind in Bradenton, Florida, still very high.
Oh, we're losing visibility.
A sustained wind of 78 miles per hour was measured in Venice. 97 mile per hour wind gust measured there. 100 mile per hour wind gust measured in Egmont, channel as well.
Oh
man, this one's even crazier than before.
Make sure you guys stay buckled
W's
up.
in the chat for Mary.
Yeah.
Stay buckled up. It's not over yet.
By the way, to the right, you can't see it, but to the right, all that water coming over, that is the Manatee River in near Bradenton.
Is Benjamin Franklin flying his kite out there?
That's why all the water's coming over.
I'm pretty sure he passed away a long time ago.
$50 super chat.
Or
also,
for the,
Tank for the super chat. Don't forget, if you want to donate to Hurricane Milton relief efforts, it is the link that's pinned in the chat. There's also a link in the description.
Sorry.
Maybe it's the Uber.
Yeah, it's probably the Uber coming along.
And I guess everybody's a chaser that's out.
At this point, yeah.
Around, unless...
Storm surge and everything happening right now. It's crazy out there. Hey, we got 130,000 people watching right now, all right? I want you guys all to do me a quick favor. It'd be really funny if we hit 600,000 subscribers today. So if you're new to the channel, subscribe. We need 34,000 of you to subscribe. It's a lot of people, but it's possible. There's definitely 34,000 of you watching that aren't subscribed. It's very possible. Yes, again, if you're just tuning in, it is official that Hurricane Milton has made landfall in Florida, in Siesta Key, as of like 2 minutes ago. Just happened.
That inner eye wall again.
Wind just keeps surging here. You'll see it happen again.
Bro, why would you
Very windy here in Bradenton, Florida.
What's somebody's super chat?
It's just brain dead stuff, bro. Just like...
How is it possible that there are 0 tornado warnings? Because there are 0 tornado warnings. There are no storms rotating.
It's coming a little bit. Wind's starting to change direction.
Nothing significant in terms of rotation as of right now.
Once we get in this back eye wall, it's going to come out of the north.
He's going around trees up there. All of a sudden, this is going to be more.
Thank you, Ryan and Tracy and Joanna for the Venmo donations.
You call this a storm?
Storm surge still going crazy. Look at Englewood Beach. Englewood Beach is still getting higher water. Let me go full cam to it. The water's still getting higher in Englewood Beach. We need to make a Buzz Lightyear. Oh, I have to put on the Buzz Lightyear suit if we hit 600K tonight. Be crazy. We're up to 569,000. Nice. So we need 30,000 more people to subscribe tonight to get to 600K and maybe, I guess, wearing a Buzz Lightyear suit again. I guess we'll do it if we hit 600K tonight. And this Englewood Beach, Florida, storm surge still ramping up here. Look at this. Wind's still going crazy.
That parking garage.
This wind is crazy. I mean, Bradenton, Florida's been dealing with this wind for like 2 or 3 hours now, it feels like. At least the peak wind that we've been seeing.
From 100K.
I was 2K away from 100K. That's incredible.
Still very high wind speeds.
We got stream sniped in the eye.
Brandon Kopic just drove by a down tree in the road as well. Back to Connor. Wind is... This wind might be peaking now.
Down, chat.
Like, as landfalls happen, the wind looks really bad right now. Like, it looks worse than before.